What's up with it? Y'all tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There you go talking that boxing again. Yeah. And we got one for y'all today. Yeah, we got a hell of a show for y'all today. Yes, sir. It's going down today for real. Today is finna go down. We got a hell of a show in store for y'all today. Yeah, and y'all already know what to do. When you come in the building, jump in the comment section. Let me know you in the building. And hit that like button. Before you do anything, hit that like button. BG, salute. Yeah, we got special guest, Draco Bay. You know he gonna be off in the building. And we got a whole lot to discuss. It's finna get live up in here today, y'all. Yeah, it's finna get live today. Let me go ahead and get these links sent out. Yes, sir. Big Money Brown, what it do?
Okay, what's going down, bro?
Hey, what's good with it?
Chilling. Ready to kick this knowledge to the people, man.
Yes, sir. Larry Foster, what's happening with it? And like I said, man, when y'all come in the building, make sure that you hop in the comment section. Let us know that you're in the building. And like I said, see. Yeah, we gonna have special guest Draco Bay in the building today, money. And
yes, sir. I got the message.
Like I said, man,
my chops when I seen that name.
Man, we gonna chop it up, man.
Yeah, Drake, my brother. Those all love, man. Drake the big, you know.
Yeah. That's my man's. That's my man's Draco.
Drake ain't gonna be knocking me out of New York, though. I'm gonna slip and body shot his ass. I'm gonna say that when they get on. What?
Yes, sir.
Nah, man, you know you my man's money, man. You know you my man's.
Draco. Man, just trying to, wait for them to get these notifications out.
I had got it today.
Huh?
Sorry, I got it today, the notification.
Cassandra Mason, what's going on, Queen? She say, on time with it today.
Right. Sometimes they send notifications out, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Cassandra, how you doing today? Yeah, it's gonna get lit up in here today, Cassandra. We finna have a live one today. Yeah. Man. How you feeling, money?
I'm chilling. I can't complain, bro.
Yeah, man. That game it surprised me. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was gonna be a close Super Bowl last night, and it was far from that.
Man, Tampa Bay defense, gotta get them dudes all the credit.
Stan Swift get no notification.
Shit, they gotta give Brady his credit as well, man. Brady, 7 rings, bro.
Even Gronk showed out.
Man, I said that shit about who was I talking to? Was I talking to you? Was I talking to somebody else?
Gronk showed out.
Was that you I was talking to, kid, about Gronk ass? Or was I talking to somebody else?
No, I was talking about you. My man said that they had a parlay on Gronk that he would get 1 touchdown in like 5 reception and 50 yards. And it was a plus like 950, he said.
Swear to God, bro.
I'm dead serious, dog. He said he came up. He said he put 100 on it, and came up like 1,000. But
bro, I swear to God, bro.
He said he was going to put 1,500 on it.
Blue Blood, what's going on?
Blue Blood Sports TV, what's going on? What's good?
What's going on? What's going on? Damn, I would have put that on.
Live in here. It's gonna get live in here today. And like I said, I'm getting ready to send Drinko Bay this notification. Give me 1 minute. Let me get a couple more notifications out. Then I'm gonna get the notification over to Drinko. And we gonna get this thing started, you know. Like I said, if y'all miss out today, y'all gonna be mad if y'all miss out on the show today. Okay, Drinko, I see you. Okay, he said give him 10 minutes salute. Okay, salute. Okay, yeah, I'll give you 10 minutes. I'll send it and then just hop on when you're ready. Okay, I'm gonna send it and then just hop on when you're ready, Drinko. Yes, sir. Give me one more second, man. But yeah, man, Tom Brady, man, he solidified himself as the GOAT. You can't really, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really no. I don't like Tom Brady at all. I never liked it, Tom Brady, but now you can't really deny it. You don't really have no argument.
If you had something to say about them first 3 rings, you ain't got shit to say about the next 4.
Yeah, you can't. You don't have no argument with him now.
I used to talk shit about that first 3. You feel me? And I still got my little suspicions on the first 3, but them last 4, I gotta get that man all the credit in the world, dog.
Yeah, man.
Because we know for a fact, right? Seattle did some stupid shit.
Chris Mitchell, what's good? Shady Girl 85 in the building. Salute to you, Queen.
Hey, you see Blue? Blue said I'm gonna have to cook on this today as well.
Oh yeah. We finna cook. And Blue, we got a special guest, Drinko Bay, and you know, he been very vocal about Deontay Wilder lately. You know, he been very
vocal.
Very vocal about. So you know, that's my man. So you know, we gonna get into it. We gotta chop it up. We got to chop it up. I had to do this because you know, really, I was on the Wilder situation. You know, I talked about it a lot in the beginning, but you know, I kind of, you know, we ain't really touched on it in a while. You know, I haven't really
not on this subject at least.
Yeah. So we gonna get it in today. Today is the day.
Drinko the cat that knocked out Correa in New York, Blue. That's our bro. We fucking Drinko heavy though.
why you announcing what the dude that knocked out Correa? You had to throw that one in, huh?
Hey, gotta throw a little shot man every time.
Yeah, but my man Drinko been very opinionated when it comes to this situation. And he's from New York. He's from New York.
He's from New York. Blue Drinko good dude.
He a good dude. He a good dude, but we disagree on a lot of things that's going on with the Wilder situation. But that's my man's, you know. But let me yeah, hold on. Let me shoot him this email so when he get ready to come in here. Let me see. Damn. And Drinko, shit, he ain't ducking no smoke. He said, shit, send me that hot link. I like that. But Drinko, you know, and y'all go, everybody go subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk on YouTube, you know, with my man Kwame East and Drinko. They over there doing their thing.
No doubt. Shouts out to Kwame and Drinko.
Hold on, I'm getting this link sent out. Let me see. Make sure I got it right. Yeah. Okay.
Jamar Randall talking about because he finally defended himself after 11 months of stand-up. Man, just wait for the show, man. Y'all want to talk when you know what the hell we talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jamal, you can hop on here too. I mean, you know, because I see you had a lot to say too. You my man, but you had a lot to say. And but you know, hey, we can talk about it. Like I said, this is an open forum, but you're gonna have to speak facts. So I went ahead and sent so I went ahead and sent it out to Drico. And before we get the show started, how did y'all feel about that Super Bowl? Anybody win any money on that Super Bowl? How did y'all do on the Super Bowl? Did the team that you thought was gonna win end up winning, or how did y'all do? Type in the comments. Hey, my man Jamal said, man, don't get on the head money. He said he on the train at work, man. But the Super Bowl, man, like I said, money. Remember, I said it was gonna come down to defense, right? Jamal said he lost. See, I told everybody, I said it was gonna come down to defense, and I said that the Bucks, they got the much better defense. They got a superstar defense. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Kwame in that Cash App. He say, Drico, sit your silly ass down, cook his ass, guys. He on one today. He said he on his own today. The machine Drico.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Money Beezy, what's up, my baby?
My brother Drake in the building.
What's going on, man?
Right on time. Right on time to shut his ass up about that Super Bowl, Drake. You hear me?
Hey, man, he gonna kill us with that, and he gonna kill us with the Tank Davis hate, man.
Right,
I don't hate Tank Davis. I don't hate Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis, he just moves like a bitch sometimes. I don't hate him. I like him in the ring. He just, a lot of the things that he do, the way he move, I don't feel. But that's a whole different subject. Today we got a different subject. And so let me get through some more of these comments real quick. Kwame Brown said you on your own today, Drico.
Y'all, he a Wilder fan, man. Him and Art, man, they gonna go to the grave with a Wilder poster on their tombstone.
Lord to the game. My man Kwame said he picked Tampa Bay. KP from KC5, salute. Be that Bischoff in the building. What's going on with you, Queen? She says, I've been savage, not watching the Super Bowl, gonna throw axes and burn shit till I feel better. Hey, feel better, whatever you gotta do. Even Pope say Team Wilder. Cassandra Mason, let me see. Cassandra Mason says the rush was on some BS. See, let me address because everybody been crying about the refs, right? And this is what I gotta say about that, right? If you look at how if you look at how Kansas City was playing defense, they cornerbacks, they was holding and passing it was PI on damn near every play. The only thing, the big two calls that you could say is were the balls catchable. Now that's arguable. Were the balls catchable or not, right? Those are the one with my man Evans, the long one with Mike Evans. Was that a catchable ball when he got tripped, right? And you could say the one in the back of the end zone. Was that a catchable ball? The ball might not have been catchable, but we don't know, right? But it's no argument though that there was pass interference.
Right, but let me say this, Keith, KP, that Super Bowl, like, yeah, I know what y'all want to say this should be rigged, bro, but what happened to the fucking offense of Kansas City? Like, we could say the this and that on Tampa Bay all day, but what happened to the offense of Kansas City? Just get a defense to credit, bro. They went out there and shut their ass down, bro. That was a hell of a defense, and not only did they shut down Kansas City, bro, they shut down Green Bay. That's a fucking Aaron Rodgers won MVP. Y'all know that, right? They shut them motherfuckers down. Right, them motherfuckers went on the road all the way and came home They went on a road all the way from the play. I mean, from Washington all the way to Green Bay, and they came home and won that shit. They wasn't no rig, bro. Like I ain't fit around with that. I'm giving Brady his credit. Like I say, I criticize a man on his first 3 Super Bowls, but this last 4, dog, you got to get that man. Just give him his fucking credit, bro, and say the man to go.
Right. Like that ain't wasn't nothing rigged about it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they've always shown Tom Brady favoritism, but that wasn't the outcome of the game last night. You know what I'm saying? The outcome of the game was what I said it was going to be. The defense. Tampa Bay's defense was much better, and they got to Patrick Mahomes. They were able to get to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was able to elude them in the first half. He had some good rushing. He rushed the ball very well, but that's not gonna last. That's not gonna last the full game. Because they got fast linebackers. That dude White and the linebackers that the Bucs got, they got some fast ass linebackers.
That motherfucker got 4.3 speed. That linebacker.
You know
you know what? Tampa Bay got comfortable, man. They let Tampa Bay get real comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. And then, look, this one I know was over, bro. It was 46 seconds when Brady came down and scored a touchdown in 46 seconds. I say, man, ain't nobody finna stop this dude. That shit dead. No. Right at the half. And then when they went down and kicked another field goal. My nephew came in and say, man, they scored another one. That shit was the 20. I said, oh yeah, congratulations, Tom Brady, man. That nigga covered.
Oh yeah.
The Chiefs, they fucked themselves right at the end of the half, right? You got the Bucs, they got the ball.
It should have been 10 to 3.
Time run out, but they keep calling time out. They're trying to get greedy and get the ball back instead of letting the time run out, and going in the half and just saying, okay, we're gonna get him second half. You let the man score because you call all them fucking timeouts.
I'm gonna say this too, though. That one when the Green Bay got that pick, that wasn't no defensive. Like that was hand checking right there. I ain't agree with that shit. They took that shit from right there, but I'm like, still, even if we could talk about the penalties, you can talk about the penalties all day. What happened to Kansas City offense? That shit was a half-hour offense. Defense shut their ass down. Great job by Todd Bowles, man. Just get defense. I mean, just give Tampa Bay they fucking credit, man. They went out there, they did what they had to do. Tom Brady, like that shit was history in the making, bro. Because I don't know if we're gonna ever see another quarterback to win 7 rings, bro.
We ain't gonna see that.
Not like that.
But he does have an all-star team.
Man, I'm not talking about that, Keith. Fuck that, bro. You gotta give Brady credit too.
No, I'm giving him credit. But what I'm saying, people gotta understand, like that was betting against it. Like, man, y'all don't understand. The Bucs is a fucking all-star team. The only hole in that game is really they secondary. They secondary ain't that strong, but they got strong linebackers, a strong defensive line. I mean, and then they offense, they got a fucking all-pro offense.
Oh yes, especially AB though. I'm happy for AB though, man. I'm happy for him. Because Antonio Brown ain't never get around.
Remember what I had said on here last week when I talked about it. I said I don't like Tom Brady. I don't like the Bucs. I said, but I would love to see AB after everything that he went through win a Super Bowl.
So they just throw him away like he wants shit, like he want the top motherfucking receiver. Like, but then you know how the media can portray you too, bro. Like it wasn't all AB fault. They just try to make like it was just all AB. But
because when it's a little bit, they gonna pile it on.
Yeah. They need somebody to use it as a scapegoat, and that's what he was saying though. So I'm happy for my dude, man. You feel me? Now just hope his ass don't go crazy. You feel me?
Right.
But let's get to this business.
So let's go ahead and get to this. Let's get to this smoke, right?
So salute to Cassandra Mason and what's that? Be that bitch. Yes. Salute to them.
Yes, sir.
All right, my fault. Go ahead, y'all.
So before we get into this smoke, I'm gonna just explain. I'm gonna explain the whole, the get down. So if y'all haven't seen my video, go check the video out. On my YouTube, on YouTube, and basically my whole question, if y'all can see the title, is, was Mark Breland capable of basically sabotaging Deontay Wilder? Was he capable of doing these things, right? Was he capable of doing these things? And my whole stance, right, before Mark Breland came out with this interview that he just came out with, right, my whole stance was like, I wasn't really focused on Mark Breland and the water situation and all of that. My focus was mainly on the gloves, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, that shit's in front of my face. I can see that. Like, you can't deny the gloves. You know, you can, but like, how can you? It's in front of your face. Tyson Fury has a history of cheating. We've seen several funny shit that he's done with his gloves, not just in the Wilder fight. You know, he put egg weights in his fucking gloves in sparring. You know what I'm saying? They had to stop a fight with Tyson Fury because he tried to basically detach his thumb from the glove. All of this is footage you could go look at. So my whole focus was mainly on the gloves and Tyson Fury being a known cheater, right, in the past, right? So I really didn't put too much thought into Mark Breland, right? The only thing I had said about Mark Breland before was basically way before the second fight, right? I had said some things about Mark Breland after the first Deontay Wilder fight. And what I said about Mark Breland is that, I don't know, his energy was just off to me. I said that I didn't really like Mark Breland for Deontay Wilder, and it didn't have nothing to do with his training methods, right? Because Mark Breland did an interview. I forget who it was. It might have been with the Boxing Voice. I can't remember who it was. It was right after the first Wilder in Tyson Fury fight. And he did an interview. And they was talking to Mark Breland. And they was like, don't you think that Wilder should have won the fight, with the knockdown, and then that Wilder actually, won the first 4 rounds, arguably, so he should have won on the scorecards. And they was talking to Mark Breland. And Mark Breland, he was just like, I don't know. His attitude towards Wilder was bad. He was like, I don't know. He didn't listen to what I was telling him to do. They're like, well, don't you think that, maybe it was a draw, that it was a draw, or he still should have got the nod? He was like, I don't know. I don't, he just did. And basically how he was acting, like, I noticed it and it rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, that's your fighter though. That's you. Ain't you supposed to, and it was just his whole vibe was negative against Wilder. So I did a live way back then and I talked about it. I said, I ain't feeling Mark Breland. I said Wilder need to get rid of Mark Breland. I said that way back then, and it didn't have nothing to do with his training methods, because truthfully, I haven't seen them train in the gym. I don't know I've seen clips, but I don't know what they work on behind the scenes. So I couldn't really never talk about the man's training of Deontay Wilder. I only could talk about, the energy and the vibe I got from him when, anytime he spoke about Wilder. Now, when you heard JD speak about Wilder, like, it was a whole different vibe. You could tell, like, okay, that's, like, he's for Wilder, like, he's with Wilder. It was a whole different vibe that I got personally with Mark Breland. So anyway, that was way back then. So fast forward. These allegations come out, and allegations come out that Wilder feels that for his water was spiked, and then more allegations come out, and he really didn't speak on that too much, but he said something sort to that Mark Breland was the only one that had access to his water. Mark Breland was the one that was basically handling his water and had access to do anything to his water, right? So essentially saying that if his water was spiked, it had to be Mark Breland, right? He didn't really go into deep details, but he kind of left that on the surface, right? So when that was said, I ain't never talked about the water situation on here. Y'all watch me. Never said nothing about the water. I didn't look into it too much because, like I said, that wasn't my focus. My focus was on the gloves and all of that. But I didn't look into it. So it's not that I was like, well, Mark Breland, he couldn't have done that. Or I didn't say that he did do it. It was just, I really didn't look into it. I didn't really have no thoughts about that. I just left that part of it alone. Now, Mark Breland, he goes and does an interview. And when he did that interview, my whole thought process, my whole outlook on Mark Breland, it changed. It changed because, like I said, I was kind of in the middle, in neutral. You know, I didn't really have no feeling towards it in the first place, you know. But when I see him do that interview, it changed because Mark Breland, right, showed what type of person he really is in that interview. They say, you know, over time, a person will show who they are. In that interview, to me, he showed his ass. He showed what type of person that he really is. Because, and it's funny to me, right, how ever since, you know, the news came out that Deontay Wilder was moving on from Mark Breland, right? Ever since then, everybody just fell in love with Mark Breland, right? Before, nobody gave a fuck about Mark Breland, you know, and no disrespect, but before, nobody was acting like they gave a fuck about Mark Breland. Before, everybody was like, oh, Deontay Wilder need a new trainer, you know what I'm saying? Before all of the, you know, before the second Tyson Fury and Wilder fight, everybody was, oh, Mark Breland ain't good for Deontay Wilder. He need a new trainer. He need a new trainer. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He need this. And all of a sudden, this shit goes down that people find out that Deontay Wilder might be parting ways with Mark Breland. Now everybody loves Mark Breland. Mark Breland is the best thing that he's ever had. He did Mark Breland wrong, this and that. But Mark Breland could have never done this, right? Then these allegations come out about the Wilder, right? Just because it's Deontay Wilder, everybody's like, oh, Mark Breland, he's not capable of that. Mark Breland, he would never do nothing like that. Wilder is stupid. Deontay Wilder, he's this and he's that. You know, now everybody's pro Mark Breland. Mark Breland is loved by everybody. Everybody is Mark Breland couldn't have done that. Mark Breland is not capable. Look at Mark Breland. Now, if you look at Mark Breland, if you look at him on the outside, just looking at him, looks like a nice man, right? But your motherfucking, your serial killer, if you look at him on the outside, he looks like a nice man. Nice, everyday, working, 9-to-5 man. Mark Breland looks like
now Breland a serial killer.
Just like Draco. Look at Draco. Draco look like a nice man. We know
no, I'm saying that if you look at Mark Breland, right? If you look at Mark Breland from the outside looking in, right? Well, right, Mark Breland, he looks like a nice man, right?
Right.
He looked like that, you know. And then if you hear Mark Breland talk, he don't talk that much. He was always very soft-spoken, right? He's soft-spoken. He was always very soft-spoken.
I like Marvin Harrison, Keith.
Huh?
I like Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. A lot of people don't know who he is, but we know who he is, right? Very soft-spoken.
Number 88.
Very soft-spoken. And you would, if you hear Mark Breland and look at him, you like, even me off the bat, like, man, Mark Breland wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? That's a nice dude. Like, he would never do nothing like that. But, you know, we don't know Mark Breland. We don't know this man personally, right? So most people, they just looking at it from the outside, right? And most people, they looking at it because they don't give a fuck anyway, because they just like, oh, well, I don't like Wilder, and I think that Fury is better than Wilder. So case closed, right? But it's more to it than that. So let me get back to this interview. So I watched the interview, not knowing what to expect from the interview, right? Mark Breland, he hasn't said nothing in over damn near a year. He hasn't said nothing in the whole year, right? So I'm not knowing what to expect from this interview. I don't even know at this point, I don't even know where Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland stand, right? Because Wilder, he never really said nothing bad about Mark Breland. He just left it at that. He said those, you know, couple things, and, you know, he parted ways, and he didn't shit on Mark Breland. He didn't say Mark Breland was this or Mark Breland was this type of, he didn't speak on it. So I didn't know what I was going to hear from Mark Breland. So it really, you know, one thing that I looked at, I'm like, damn, one red flag is, why is Mark Breland doing an interview with these dudes from the UK? You know, Why is he over there doing an interview with these guys from the UK when he hasn't said nothing in a year, but then he decides to do an interview with these cats, you know, Tunde and Spencer Fearon from the UK? I said, that shit's interesting, but let me see what he got to say. Because like I said, at this point, I don't know what he's gonna say. So I go on and I'm watching it. And it's crazy because Mark Breland really opens up. And I'm like, okay, he really showing his ass now. Talking about, you know, Wilder ain't never, you know, Wilder, he never listens, you know, Wilder, you know, he never wanted to jump rope. He never hit the bag, he never jump rope, he never hit the heavy bag. Wilder ain't never fought nobody, right? Wilder ain't never fought nobody. Like they was carrying Wilder, you know, like, well, he never fought nobody, you know, they was carrying him way too carefully, like, you know, shit. Then he goes on to tell Spencer Fearon, like, everybody Wilder fought, you could have beat them. You could have beat them. He was like, you know, I'm at welterweight, I could have beat every heavyweight that Wilder's been in the ring with, right? And they just Wilder never fought. So you said Wilder never fought nobody. And he's like, yeah, he never fought nobody. So you said Wilder never fought nobody, right? And they just think it's funny, right? And so I think it was Tunde or Spencer Fearon. One of them was like, well, you know, Wilder, he got some good wins on his resume. And then Mark Breland, he go, good wins? He has some good wins on his resume, or he has a good win? He's like, well, he got some good wins, you know. He like, no. He was like, all of them guys I could have beat. I could have whooped Bermain Stabern. You could beat Bermain Stabern. So he is shitting on him. He like really shitting on him. Like this whole, like, and then he goes on to say, like, I don't care about the dude. Like, I don't care about the man. I don't care if he, you know, it doesn't matter what he does. He'll never beat Tyson Fury. He'll never beat Tyson Fury. And so I'm just listening to him, right? And his whole attitude towards Wilder, it's like, damn, you really never gave a fuck about this dude, because it's like you always, because now you like, I don't care about him. I don't care what I don't nothing, right? And everything that you were saying about Deontay Wilder, right? You were shitting on him, but you were his trainer. You were his trainer for over 10 years. But everything you said about him was negative. You didn't give him an ounce of credit for nothing, right? But you were his trainer, and everything you said was negative. And that's just some of the things. We're going to get into it more, but I just want to, you know, let y'all know where we starting off from. You know, Money, you go real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and you know, and Drico Bay, you get in, and then we're going to get this shit started.
Right. See, that's my thing with Mark, right? And I'm like, Keon, I wasn't gonna never speak on the water shit, because some things, right? I look at the situation as Wilder and Mark Breland had this relationship for so long, right? And sometimes certain people ain't liable to speak on certain shit. You feel me? Now, when I looked at the interview, instead of Mark defending himself about the water bottle and the water scandal and all that shit, he went all the way into Deontay Wilder's career. You feel me? A career that you helped build, a career that you was part of, right? And y'all made history together. So what was so mind-boggling to me was, how can you make this history with this man? 10 title defenses in 5 years. The man reigned for 5 years, bro. And then you shit on it. You shit on it, right? You talk about his resume as if, oh, well, he hasn't fought nobody. So you telling me you training him for these fighters, and you saying, okay, well, you're getting prepared for these fights, but in your head, oh, well, these ain't nobody's he fight. This ain't shit. You know what I mean? So that's how you're thinking in those fights. To say he only got one good win, like he got a good win. Like I say, that's the first Stabern win was a fucking magnificent win. Stabern with the whole 12 rounds, bro. Bermain Stabern was once a top heavyweight in the game, and to me, at one point in time, I thought he had the best skills in the heavyweight division. You feel me? We know the heavyweight division, it went to like it was a star pack heavyweight division. It wasn't the best, but they had a few good opponents there. And at that time, Bermain Stabern, to me, has most skills in boxing. So when Mark came out and he went over there to Spencer Ferguson and Tunde, and I got respect for Spencer Ferguson and Tunde. I respect both of them dudes, right? But you can just tell that they had an agenda and they talked about it. And if you read in between the lines, they'll tell you how before they got the interview, it was certain shit that they told them that they couldn't talk about. But they said at that step, oh, we go butter them up first, get them loose, and then we go throw the question out. What you're supposed to do is no knock on that shit, right? But my thing was when they was getting the reaction that they was looking for, every time they got the reaction they was looking for, because they was looking to clear Tyson Fury name, they was looking to clear the UK. That's hands down, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for clarification from Mark Breland to clear Tyson Fury name and to clear the UK, because they said it out their own mouth that they are biased towards the UK fighters. Soon they said, okay, y'all will say, oh, because one person came on there and super chatted and said, well, I like Anthony Joshua and I like Tyson Fury, but I'm just gonna ride with my home team because Wilder's American. And Tunde was like, exactly, and that's how I feel. We're gonna ride with our home team. I'm not going against no Fury if he go against Wilder. I'm not going against no AJ if he go against Wilder. That's not going to happen. So at that point, you can tell that when the situation happened with Tyson Fury, even though they know that he's a fucking cheater, because Tunde couldn't get around that yesterday, and I got a video coming on that. Even though they know that this motherfucker is a known cheater, they're going to overlook that shit. It doesn't matter. They need verification. And what's the best verification for them is to get it from somebody who made history with Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland. You see what I'm saying? They weren't trying to reach out for no Mark Breland at first. Nobody was, bro. Let's just keep this shit 100. Nobody was trying to reach out to Mark Breland at first. This is all to slander Deontay Wilder and to prove Deontay Wilder wrong. They want to clear Tyson Fury name, bro, and that's what they was out to do. They weren't out to fucking clear no Mark Breland name. They didn't give a fuck about that, bro. You feel me? Otherwise, they would have been pushing Mark Breland on questions about why the fuck is they lying on you about the water bottle. They won't be bringing up Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, which I understand the game is still a boxing game at the end of the day. And plus, when you give them the interview, you don't keep it on one subject for so long because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, make no motherfucker uncomfortable and run them off. So I get that part. But the way their reaction was, like he said, to when they was getting the answers that they wanted, oh man, Wilder never beat Tyson Fury. Oh, all that shit. And you know, Wilder didn't listen, and for him to do this, everything they was looking for, they got for them. You know what I'm saying? For them, they went out to clear Mark Breland name, bro. You see what I'm saying? So my thing with Mark was, you go on there, and much respect to Mark Breland. This ain't me. I never dog him. I got respect for him. Like I say, him and Deontay issue is him and Deontay issue. Even though I ride with the champ, that's still their issue as grown men. But like man Keith say, when we see certain shit and look fishy, you got to point that shit out. You go over there to MTK Global, knowing the situation going on with them right now, right? We know Spencer Ferguson is part of MTK Global, right? So now when he coming, right, he want to ask certain questions because he want to clear that side of the street. So Mark, you over there, bro, you laughing. I ain't gonna say laughing because he got the right here, grown man do what he want. But you over here and you entertaining these motherfuckers and you giving them what they looking for because and I'm gonna say this, it was so much disrespect towards Wilder in the chat. That tune they weren't mad at that shit. But when he brought his ass over here last night, he had disrespect. He got agitated and shit like that. So once that shows the truth, right? Right. So even with the water shit, he never addressed the water shit as he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he did or he didn't. Those are heavy accusations, like I say. To put out those type of accusations on Mark Breland and on Tyson Fury, to put those accusations out on both of them motherfuckers, you got to have some type of proof. You understand me? Because that is some shit that can send you to jail, and there's some shit that can, you know, destroy your reputation. So I understand Mark Breland coming out defending himself, but he did not defend himself on the water shit. He came out defending himself.
He come down on you.
It came out to the point to where he was in there, he was bouncing to their rhythm for us on Tyson Fury and on Deontay Wilder career, and how Deontay Wilder, what's gonna be next for him and how he's done and finished after one loss and shit like that. It was just mind-boggling to me. Like, you're not even here talking about defending yourself on this water shit. You want her, you on this Deontay Wilder slander campaign, bro. That's what they want. They want to slander Deontay Wilder. You feel me? And this goes back with Spencer Ferguson and Johnny Nelson. Like, they had other interviews out where they talk about us, the fans, and calling us delusional and stupid to ever think that Tyson Fury can cheat. Well, this motherfucker got a list longer than the Nile River as a cheater. We know he connected to a motherfucking mob boss over there that he can go over there and threaten motherfuckers left to right to make shit go their way, right? So it's not far-fetched. Like, they're not gonna even acknowledge that the gloves was fishy and things like that. But you know, Tune, they said last night that the video looked suspicious, the glove looked suspicious. But you were said over here when you're talking to Americans, but when you're on that side of the town, you won't speak on the shit. You won't even bring it up. Y'all call it delusional. We stupid and all this shit. But when you come over here, you will admit that something looked fishy. That's all I'm looking for from people. I'm not looking to change your mind on what you think. Oh, I don't think he cheated, none of that shit. I'm just looking for, when you look at them gloves, do them motherfuckers look suspicious, right? Do it look like he could have tampered with him? Do it look like he could have cheated? Because if you say yes, then you don't got no right to call Deontay Wilder a liar, or he's delusional, or he this, that, and the third for coming out saying he feel like he been cheated by that man, right? Now with the water situation with Mark Breland, only Mark Breland knows if he did something to that fucking water or not. But Deontay Wilder say he's the only person that had access to his water. He said he didn't feel like himself in that ring, bro. And like me and Key discussed plenty of times, when we look at Deontay Wilder early on, it did look like him in the ring. It did. But like I say, I'm not here to say that if he did or if he didn't do that shit, because that's between those two and only God knows. And that shit gonna go with Mark Breland to his casket. If he did, he not gonna admit he did it. Let's be real. He not gonna come on that motherfucker and be like, okay, well, I did the shit. You're not gonna admit you did it. So of course you're gonna defend yourself on the situation and say you didn't do the shit. Even if you did, what man in their right mind gonna say that they did do the shit, right? But I'm just looking at the situation as you went over to these dudes who are already on record, you know what I mean, slandering Deontay Wilder, talking shit about the fans and things of that nature. So you know their agenda, you know what they're looking for, period. I don't give a fuck how much they want to try to bring up Mark Breland history, what he did as a fighter, all that shit. That's to butter you the fuck up, to get you comfortable, to try to ask this shit and get you up out these questions. And they plan work. To some extent, it worked. You feel me? But Mark Breland never once denied that he didn't. Like, so they say he went like this, just waved his hand. Okay, so since he waved his hand, that means he didn't do it. No, that don't mean he didn't do it. That just means he's defending himself. You feel me? That don't mean that he didn't do the shit, right? But when y'all say y'all not taking sides, Tunde and motherfucking Spencer Pearson, y'all reaction shows different. It shows different. You feel me? Y'all will start to get Mark Breland in a room to go on that Deontay Wilder slander campaign, right? To force Mark Breland to say, oh, Fury didn't do nothing wrong. And Mark Breland played right into their hands, bro. He played right into their hands. He gave them what they was looking for, and they was not there to defend him. So Mark Breland, to me, you was in the wrong for discrediting Deontay Wilder's career, right? You was in the wrong for talking about, oh, you can beat everybody that he fought. You know, because that's discrediting. And to play with these motherfuckers and give them what they was looking for when they really didn't give a fuck about clearing your name, bro. They was all about clearing Fury name and clearing the UK name so they can have some substance over there to say, well, we told y'all. If the trainer saying that Wilder will never beat Fury, right? This is trainer who he been with for X amount of years. He's saying that Wilder never fought no goddamn body. You know they gonna run with that shit, bro. They gonna run with it. But Mark Breland, you killed your career by saying Wilder, you know, he's only got one win and all this shit. So why is you? What was your true feelings about his career then? What's your true feelings about his career? And was you holding a personal grudge towards Deontay Wilder for whatever reason? For whatever reason, bro. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna keep talking too long. But we gonna get back into it though. But that's just the fishy shit that I was looking at. But I'm not here to say if he did fuck with the water or he didn't fuck with the water. But by that interview, he didn't give me no indications that he didn't. He didn't go on there and say, well, all he said was if somebody did it, it could have been JD. But you was in control of the water. Then you say you never gave Wilder no water when we got pictures of you giving Deontay Wilder water. You say you never gave him no water, you never touched the water. But his pictures out there is clearly showing you giving Deontay Wilder water, bro. You know, so with that being said, bro, go ahead, Drake. You can defend yourself from this point because you ain't got to your story yet.
Oh no, man, y'all was cooking, man. Y'all go ahead. I wanted to address KT's statement first when you was right, KT. Everything you said was right, bro. Everything. I agree totally with both of y'all on both sides. It's the order in which it was. It started day one, right after that Fury fight, when they wouldn't let Breland come back in the locker room. That's when the rumor started about the water. You know what I mean? With Wilder. Now, even though we didn't hear about the water right then, it was already circulating around among the boxing close by and a little bit outside of that circle. So the boxing family knew about that water incident. It started leaking out, of course, as the story grew, as more people started knowing. You know what I mean? Now, to address what And yeah, I agree with Money when he said that Breland was wrong when he went over there, because Breland was a puppet. He should have known that going in there. But like you said, man, them Jews, they had him relaxed. He started talking. He got to talking, and after a couple years almost of this build up of him hearing about this water situation from day one, he said, "Okay, I'm emotional," and it poured out. Brooklyn Cat's emotional. We're gonna speak what's on our mind. We're gonna wear it on our sleeve. We're gonna do all of that, bro. Whatever we feeling at that point, it's gonna come out. No matter if it's a year, 2 years down the line. So when Mark Breland did that, it's because I've been holding this in for 2 years. I'm gonna say something,
Well,
even though we hadn't heard it.
1 year. What you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's been the fight was just in February, last
Right,
February.
yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. After that, you've been hearing that since day one. He was locked out the dressing room, the locker room. You know what I mean? So, and then I say this. Was he wrong when he said that uh uh Deontay Wilder was limited? His skill wise was limited. Was Breland wrong when he said that? No, Breland don't listen. We all know that. He didn't listen to Larry Holmes, who tried to teach him how to throw a jab. He didn't listen to him. He windmill. He stayed the same all throughout, ever since whatever. Even when Breland tried to change, that's that frustration that's building as he getting up to this point when this hit the fan finally. Then now that he's out of it, I disagree with my man Money Breezy. The only person that can comment about Deontay Wilder's career is Mark Breland, because he's the one that's closest to him. He's the one training him. He's the one preparing him. So when Deontay don't listen, then he like, oh, okay, well, you do it yourself. So that distance had been created way before that Tyson Fury fight. As far as Deontay, his spears was broke when Fury got up from that hit. Nobody got up from a hit like that from Deontay Wilder, bro. And when Fury popped back up and let alone almost even that round out, bro, that had an effect on Wilder. So going into that fight, the second one, Deontay Wilder, yeah, it was weird, because now you just tried to slay this giant. Everybody else that you hit stayed down, and you looking right across the ring at this man that not only got up after you hit him with everything you had, but he's standing in front of you again. You got to face him again. Yeah, Tyson Fury gloves was loaded. Yeah, some fishy was going on with his gloves. Yeah, he controlled by a mob. We all know that, bro. But that psychological effect that it had on Wilder standing across the ring from that man that got up after that hit, bro, is something that we'll never experience. He was nervous. I think I think that when Breland said I never touched the water, I think what he meant to say was I didn't prepare the water. Yeah, I gave him the water. I'm in the ring. I'm his corner man. So I think he just meant, and I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, I think he just meant prior to me giving him the water in the ring, I didn't touch it. So I think that's what he meant by him saying, making that statement. And I'm not trying to stick up for Breland because he a Brooklyn cat, you know what I mean? But when Brooklyn cats do something, we do it, bro. And we stand there like, okay, I done this. What's up? You know what I mean? But he's not going to admit it because he's on a higher scale. But I think once again, Breland was emotional. He done took food from that man's table. I think that Wilder should have said something a year ago. It wouldn't have took me a year to come out and say some fishy going on. He didn't even mention Tyson Fury gloves, bro. He didn't even mention Tyson Fury gloves up until recently. You know what I mean? That's something that you yell from the start. This man got a dent in his forehead. I mean, in his cheekbone. If you've been boxing all your life, amateurs coming up, you know when a man hits you, you know how a fist feel, and you know when something foreign in them gloves, and you know the history of this man. So you got to make sure that you check and see that everything that this man do is on point, because he has a history of it from the beginning. So is it Deontay Wilder's corner's fault? Yes, it is. Is it Deontay's fault? Yes, because you know why? He's the point man in that. So make sure you do that. Did you do that? Okay, I understand it's his job is come in there and just knock him out, bro. But you got to be more cerebral than that, boy. Bro, when you come in there, son should have been on point. This dude is a cheater. Your team should have been on point before you went in there. And you come in and you on the same level and y'all together both mentally and they on the same thing you on. This is what we gonna do. This is the checklist because this dude is a known cheater. Y'all roll with me. If y'all ain't rolling with me, get out of here. That should have been decided way before that Tyson Fury fight, bro. Not the night of the fight when you lock your number one trainer out. That's all I gotta say. I'm cooking.
Okay,
I'm ready.
So let me say this, right?
Right.
I hear what you're saying, right? First of all, Mark Breland is a part of his team, right? So his training team, they're supposed to be on that. There's that Deontay Wilder, his job is to focus on the task at hand, getting in shape, training, eating right, and everything he got to do to prepare for the fight. All that other shit, it's their job. So if Mark Breland, my question is he capable of this? All right. After watching the interview, is he a man that's capable of doing some foul shit like that? Right. That was the question. And so, right, if he is capable, right, because I believe that he is capable of doing some shit like that after watching that video. Now, the thing is, if he had, right, if he was over there colluding with the Crump Gym, with Tyson Fury, if he was colluding with them, right? If he took money, right, to sabotage Deontay Wilder, if he took money from them, right? If he's capable, because he's very capable of doing something like that.
Right.
He's not gonna be on top of none of that stuff. I mean, of course he's not gonna be on top of any of that stuff because he's a part of it. Now, this is the thing, right?
That's why you got the team, though.
Wait, this is the thing. He made himself look bad in the interview. First, you said the man don't jump rope. He don't hit the bags, right? Well, here's him jump roping right there for the Fury fight, right? You said that he didn't jump rope and he didn't hit the bag. So one, we know you're a liar, right? Another video I'll pull up and I'll show you him hitting the heavy bag, right? You say he don't jump rope at all. He don't hit the heavy bag. So right there, you already a liar. You already showed that you're a liar, right? So what else are you capable of doing, right? You show that you're a liar, right? Now they ask you, well, you know, all of these glove allegations, do you think that something was wrong with Tyson Fury's glove? Do you think that, you know, he didn't have no patent in his gloves? You know, they asked him specifically about the gloves. The man said, I don't know, you know, I don't know. I haven't, you know, I haven't seen this glove. I haven't seen the gloves. I don't know about that. I haven't seen the gloves, right? He said he hadn't seen the gloves. He don't know nothing about that, right? So I'm like, you ain't seen the gloves, and so your name is attached to everything that's going on. You are Deontay Wilder's trainer. You was the man training him. So you telling me for the past year, you ain't seen these motherfucking gloves, Mark Breland? You telling me that you haven't seen these gloves a whole year? You never seen the gloves, right? And then he goes on to say, but it doesn't matter, right? It does none of that matter because Deontay Wilder couldn't beat Tyson Fury anyway. It don't matter, right? What does that sound like, right? It doesn't matter if he didn't have no pad in his gloves. It don't matter if something was wrong with his fucking water. He couldn't beat Tyson Fury anyway, right? So I'm like, so you didn't got caught, right? You didn't got caught lying 3 times in this interview, right? The interview wasn't that long. And you already got caught on record telling 3 lies right off the jump. So once again, I ask, are you capable of doing something like that for money, right? Then, right, and then you talking about a man, right? You talking about a man that you've been with your whole career. You complaining, he's complaining about he don't do this, he don't do that, he can't do this, and he can't do that. But I'm like, you the motherfucker that's been training him, right? So I say this, right? You've been training him for well over 10 years, his whole career. You saying he don't know how to jab, he don't hit the heavy bag, he don't jump rope, he don't hit the speed bag, he don't listen. Everything was negative. He don't do none of this shit, right? Now, I've been around boxing for a long time. I know if you're a trainer and you have a fighter that don't listen to you, after a while, you're going to say, look, it's either my way, right? You either going to listen to what I got to say, you're going to do these things that I want you to do because I'm the trainer here, or, we're going to have to part ways. So you mean to tell me this man stuck around for well over 10 years and trained a man that he felt that didn't have no skills, right? Didn't listen to nothing he was saying. So like I said in my video, right? You either stuck around because you was like, okay, well, I don't really give a fuck about this dude, but I'm getting paid, right? So he can continue not to listen. He can be some shit because I think he's some shit because that's what he said. Basically, to sum up he was like, Deontay Wilder is shit. He don't know how to do shit, right? He's just a man that got power, that he don't got nothing else, right? That's basically what he said, right? The man that he was supposed to be close to, that he trained for 10 plus years, right? So if that's the case, if you felt that way, he don't listen to shit you got to say, well, you have to be thinking, right? Either, well, you know what? It don't matter. I'm going to get paid at the end of the day. Let him do what he want to do, right? I'm still going to get paid. So if you had that process, that means that you were about the money, right? You ain't give a fuck about him. You was about the money. So takes me back to, well, was he capable of taking money? Was he capable of, hey, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you because, see, they have easy access to Mark Breland because if y'all didn't know, Mark Breland is a crunk fighter. He came up, you know what I'm saying? He came up in the crunk gym. Tyson Fury, he trained in the crunk gym for the second Tyson Fury fight. Now it goes back to, damn, why did Tyson Fury go over to the crunk gym when he's saying that he won the first fight easy? Why would he go to the crunk gym, right? Well, Mark Breland has strong ties to the crunk gym, right? So with that being said, it's very easy for any of them to get in touch with Mark Breland and say, hey, we got a proposition for you. We're going to pay you good money. You're not going to get caught because he ain't going to know what happened, and go ahead and, go ahead and do this. It's possible, right? It's possible. The man was a crunk gym fighter. Now, everything, and he already showed you that he'll do anything for money because obviously out of your own mouth, right? If you add it up out of your own mouth, you were just training him for money, right? Or secondly, right? If it wasn't that, or secondly, right? Because maybe Wilder did do everything, right? It either had to be one of the two. Either you was training him for money, right? Because he didn't do shit that you asked him to. You knew he wasn't shit, right? So that's one. That's one, right? Or secondly, it didn't even have to be that, right? That's all. That was all. You was just saying that because you was angry, right? You could have just been saying all that out of frustration because you angry, right? But if that ain't it, it had to be this, right? Listen to what I'm saying. If that's not it, it had to be this, right? That Deontay Wilder does all of that, that you just telling the bold-faced fucking lie. And we know that you lying because we seen some of the things that you said he don't do, he's doing. So a man that's willing to lie like that, once again, is that man capable of doing some low down dirty shit, right? If that man capable of doing some low down dirty shit, Wilder says,
KT, you smart. You smart.
Hold on. I ain't even finished because Wilder says this, right? I listened to shout out to 78, right? He had Wilder. He was right. Wilder came on this platform right after, right? He had and Wilder said, the man is crazy because the man said he don't give a fuck about me, right? And the man was around my daughter, around my family, right? So I said, yeah, that is crazy. But Wilder said the man is jealous. He said the man was jealous, He said he was jealous of me, right? He was jealous of me in my career. Now, is that possible for Mark Breland to be jealous of Wilder's career? Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it.
40-0. He trained him to be.
But hold on. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it because Wilder didn't begin boxing till like 19 or 20, right? Became a bronze medalist, right? Breland boxed his whole life. He was a gold medalist. He was a great Olympian. I think Breland only lost one time in the Olympics, right? I mean, one time his whole amateur career, right? Breland was a gold medalist, great Olympian, right? I followed Breland's whole career, so I know when he turned pro and he was the hottest thing coming in. Pernell Whitaker, a lot of them. They was, he was the one of them. He was one of them hot. Everybody thought he was gonna tear shit up. Right?
Along with the heavyweight dude. What's the heavyweight dude name? Was a top prospect too.
Terrell Biggs.
Him. Yeah.
Terrell Biggs. So I mean, they had a star-studded Olympic class, right?
Yeah, class.
But Mark Breland, his professional career didn't turn out. It was okay. With nothing like Wilder's. Like I said, Mark Breland, he ended up winning his first title. There was a vacant title, right, against a South African guy that never had fought in the U.S., right? Had all his fights was in South Africa. Mark Breland, that's how he won his first title, right? A vacant title, vacant WBA title. He won. Bam. He defended it one time, and then he lost this title. Defended it one time and then lost it, right? He ended up getting another vacant title down the line. It defended it like 3 or 4 times and then lost it, right? So Mark Breland, he ended up being like 35-3 with 1 draw, right, in his professional career. Okay career. He never lived up to what everybody thought he was going to be coming out of the Olympics. My bad, right? All of his losses were by knockout. All his losses were by knockout, right? So Mark Breland's career never panned out to be, what everybody thought it was going to be. So now I'm still like, okay, well, could he be jealous? Now, right, what really threw me off, right, and showed me the type of person that Mark Breland is, all of that, right? I just gave you all nothing but facts, right? Now I'm going to say this. He goes on to talk about Floyd Mayweather, right? Everybody knows Floyd Mayweather is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest fighters to ever step in the ring, right? Mark Breland says so. They talking about how great Floyd is, and Mark Breland says, I would have been undefeated too if I had got to handpick all of my opponents my whole career like he did. And I said, so then he goes to shit on Floyd Mayweather, like, yeah, but he got to handpick all of his opponents. Like, shit, I would have been undefeated too. And
is that not a fact?
That's not a fact.
That's not a fact. Hold on, that is not a fact. But how can you say that Floyd Mayweather handpicked all of his opponents his whole career? First of all,
his whole career. Okay, I got you. Okay.
First of all, Floyd Mayweather fought some fucking dogs. Floyd Mayweather fought some dogs that Mark Breland could have never beat in his fucking career at the top of his career.
That's true.
So I followed Mark Breland's career, but right off the bat, I'm not gonna remember everybody that Mark Breland fought and everybody, you know what I'm saying, right off the bat. So I go to Mark Breland's resume because I like to do my research. And I'm like, okay, let's see who Mark Breland beat and Mark Breland, right? His best fighter that he ever fought on his whole resume was Donald Sterling, right? The man that beat him for his title the first time. He had a rematch with Donald Sterling and still wasn't able to beat Donald Sterling, right? That's his best opponent on his whole resume. This man was fighting guys that was 0-17 when he had 30+ fights. But you telling me that you could have beat everybody on Floyd Mayweather's career and you would have been undefeated if you had a fought All of the same guys that Floyd Mayweather fought, you was a motherfucking lie. You were not that great as a professional. You was a great amateur. Your professional career was not that great, right?
I agree.
And I would have never spoke on this if he had never said the things that he said about Deontay Wilder and the shit that he said about Floyd, because he said that he would have beat everybody. He said at welterweight. Hold on.
It's Marlon Sterling, bro, not Donald. Marlon.
Yeah, my bad. Marlon Sterling, my bad. Yeah, Marlon Sterling, right, was the best fighter he ever fought on his whole resume, right? He ended up losing to Jorge Baca, and that, you know, those were the best two fighters that he and Jorge Baca at the time had. He had 9 losses on his record at the time that Mark Breland lost to him, right? And so,
hard hitting, gritty though.
Huh? Yeah, it was gritty.
Hard hitting and gritty.
But he wasn't no motherfucking Miguel Cotto. He wasn't no Oscar De La Hoya. He wasn't.
I agree.
He a lot of the, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't even no Zab. Like a lot of Floyd Mayweather beat some fucking great fighters.
Shane Mosley.
He wasn't no Shane Mosley. None of that, right? So you sitting up here talking like you just and then he goes as far as to say that he could have beat everybody on Wilder's resume at welterweight, right? At welterweight, he said that he could have beat everybody on Deontay Wilder's resume, right? Right. The size that he was. He could have beat, if he had a fought those same guys, his same size he would have beat all of them, right? So you telling me you would have beat Stavern, you would have beat you would have beat Luis Ortiz,
Ortiz,
just Chris Arreola, Tyson Fury, all of them guys. He said he would have beat. He was like shit. And Spencer Fearon and two, you guys would have beat Berrane Stavern because they tried, like I said before, they tried to make a reference. Well, you know, the first Stavern, when he fought Stavern the first time, that was a great victory. Y'all could have beat him. Are you serious? Like, the man is arrogant as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But if we go and look at his resume, his shit is very mediocre, right? And anybody right, I'm gonna test y'all to go look at Mark Breland's resume. And anybody on his resume that you think, okay, well, this guy, he had a pretty good record and Mark Breland beat him, go look at who they fought. Right. Go look at who they fought. And they fought a whole bunch of motherfuckers that had more losses than they had wins. That's what I'm saying. So him, if you look at the interview, right, and listen to him talk, you like, man, this motherfucker Mark Breland was a goddamn beast as a professional. Nobody could touch Mark Breland. But then when you get to looking at it, right, because I follow Mark Breland, and like I said, I already knew he was full of shit when I first started hearing him talk that big tough shit that he was talking. Like, oh, I could have did this. No, because I started thinking, that's what made me go look at his resume, because I started thinking like, damn, Mark, I remember watching your whole career as a professional, and I remembered like, you wasn't that guy. Like, you wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Every time you really had a big step up fight, you know, you didn't get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you won some vacant titles and, you know, you won a couple vacant titles, but your career wasn't that. So how are you going to shit on the man that you, right? How are you shitting on the man that you trained for 10 plus years, right? Over 10 years. And you saying he wasn't this, he wasn't this. So it sounded more what Deontay Wilder said. Deontay Wilder said he was jealous. And right, it cemented the fact that he is a jealous person when he started talking about Floyd Mayweather and shitting on Floyd Mayweather. Like, you know what I'm saying? He tried to act like Floyd Mayweather was just like, only reason y'all think that he that good is because he got to handpick all of his opponents. I would have been undefeated too. So I mean, he showed his whole character. And I just named some of the things, right? I know I gave y'all a lot, right? But he showed his whole character doing that whole interview. And to my man, Matt Magnificent, right? He said, Mark Breland like Uncle Ice off of Paid in Full, right? The man that a smile on your fucking face, right? And really stab you in your back because you rolling your eyes. I see you rolling your eyes and shaking your head, right? But all that I said, I gave you. Now tell me, I won't, and I'm gonna get to money, right? I gave y'all a lot. Now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Brown on boxing. Now tell me everything that I gave y'all facts, right? I gave y'all pure plain facts. Now tell me, does that sound like a man that's incapable of doing something like that? Because I know it sounds funny on the surface, like, he lost. He lost. Now he's saying something was wrong with his water. That's funny. Shit like that happens in boxing, right?
It don't sound. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But let me ask you something, right? We know that stuff like that does happen in boxing, right?
Right.
So when we hear shit like that happening in boxing, that's the first thing we always say, they just making excuses, right? But we know it happens in boxing. So with that being said, with everything that I said, right? Is Mark Breland capable? That's all we asking. Is he capable of doing something like that? Because none of us on here know what that man did or what he didn't do, right? All we can say, okay, is he capable of doing something like that? Does he have the ability to do something like that? Or is he not capable? That's all we asking. Did he, because the Crunk Gym affiliations, right? He already proved that he was lying several times in that interview because we ain't never heard him really say shit before this. So I know a lot of people could be like, oh, well, he was just defending himself against the allegations. What I gave you was not him defending himself. What I gave you was him telling lies, him being arrogant, and so on. So I'm gonna give it to you real quick. I'm gonna give it to you, Money. Just go ahead, and then I'm gonna give it to you, Drinko, and take in everything that I said. Cause I know I said a lot. My bad, but it was a lot to say. And then we could just go ahead and start going back and forth. Go ahead, Money. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. So now check this. Brotherhood hit one of my things as well because I was gonna bring that up. Tyson Fury denied water at the press conference, bro. You feel me? He asked what's in it. He denied the water at the press conference because he didn't trust the shit. Even in the ring, even then, you know what I mean? Now, once again, I'm not here to accuse Mark Breland of doing shit because I don't know where we come from. You know, we don't do that shit. If you ain't found guilty with the shit, we can't put that jacket on you. So, you know, we just know it's wild accusations, and people keep saying, well, Wilder said this about Mark Breland, and you can't get mad because Mark Breland just defending himself. It's a difference between defending yourself from a motherfucking line. I know you saying I drug your ass up. Then you coming out shitting on the man talking about the career. Like I said, once again, you helped build this career, bro. You helped make history. Wilder going into the Hall of Fame. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Mark Breland going into the Hall of Fame, if you're not already there. You feel me? But you created something special with this man that you threw down. The thing, because I said Mark could have put a whole lot of good points on himself. He had a chance to put himself in an advantage, right? In an advantage, right? No, I didn't drug this man water. Why would I drug this water? I done set up here and had a marvelous career with this man, right? We went together, went to war for 5 years straight. We got 10 title defenses. We tied Muhammad Ali because no matter what we say, Mark Breland is a part of that history, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But you come out and you shit on that history. You destroy that history by saying everyone he's fought, I can beat. Now, when he's saying that, he's not saying, oh, I can beat them as far as I'm a welterweight. You know what I mean? He's saying they're saying just like they ain't shit. Like everybody he fought, I can beat. They ain't shit. So his career was guided very strategically, which I don't agree with. I disagree with that because people was not trying to fight Deontay Wilder. You can only fight who you want to fight. You can only fight who you want to fight. Once again, that's why I said he was over there and they was putting him in that seat to clear Tyson Fury in the UK. So when I look at that situation with my man's denying the water, Tyson Fury, right? And then, like we said, we do see him with connections to the Crunk Gym. But even with him having connections to the Crunk Gym, not saying that he did or he didn't. But it's still like, okay, well, it's a possibility that he did. You know what I'm saying? You got history with Sugar Hill. You got history with the fucking with the Crunk Gym. And that history go ways back before you training Deontay Wilder. That's way before you start training Deontay Wilder. That's why you fighting. So could your loyalty lie more with Crump and you know, Emmanuel Stewart and Sugar Hill? Could your loyalty lie more over there than with this man that you're training with, that you looking like y'all ain't got the best relationship, even though y'all are fighting and trainer? You know what I mean? Because Wilder came out and said maybe he wanted to have a more personal relationship outside the ring. But Mark know me, man. He know I'm not that kind of dude. I'm just a homebody ass dude. I love hanging with my family. I got positive energy. And this just how I get down. Who knows? Could it be that Mark thought he deserved more money? Who knows, bro? Who knows? We don't know the situation. But I will say this. To come out and what he said, to come out and to show your colors on Floyd Mayweather, who was a brother, right? Who did some magnificent shit in the ring, and come out and say, man, Pernell would have beat them hands down. I don't care what nobody says. You know what I'm saying? Then you say with a shoulder roll, it ain't the best shoulder roll. You know, you don't do all this and do that. Like, it shows envy towards Floyd Money Mayweather. So is it possible? Is it hard to say that you was having envy towards Deontay Wilder? And I say that to say this because in this day and age, we know these fighters are making way more money than fighters back in the days, right? And we know some fighters, bro. This is the truth. Some fighters back in the days, you know, they kind of jealous of these fighters nowadays because of the money situation. You feel me? Because of the money situation. And like I said, I'm not putting this on my man Breland or nothing like that. But could it be you see these people making this X amount of dollars and you feel like, because he said he could have beat everybody that was on Deontay Wilder resume, could you feel like, man, they getting paid all this money? He ain't fighting no goddamn body for real. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? He getting the lion's share of the money. I'm getting X amount of money because we know with Al Heyman, they making good paper. You know what I'm saying? They making good paper. And the fighters are keeping the majority of the money. You know what I'm saying? Probably back in their time, you know, the trainer probably get a bigger share, the promoter probably get a bigger share. So he probably like, shit, I'm not really getting what I think I'm worth, right? I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. But even with that being said, I still didn't see Mark defend himself with the water bottle situation. I just seen him throwing slanders and shots at the career. You know what I'm saying? Which Wilder never came out and disrespected Mark for his career. I know he was saying things, because Mark came out, Wilder ain't got no jab. Wilder don't listen. So you can't tell me somewhere in this long ass range of relationship that Deontay Wilder never listened to you. Because it's hard for me to believe this, Drake, that Deontay Wilder coming off the streets, not knowing boxing as good as he do, you linking up with a motherfucker who is a two-time world champion, right? Who is one of the greatest Olympics of all time, greatest amateur fighters of all time. Him coming straight into that camp and not listening to shit that you got to tell him, bro. Now, later on down the line, could it have been Wilder getting a little big-headed, like, okay, well, listen, man, I found out what works for me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we're going in with a game plan, but at the end of the day, in the heavyweight division, this motherfucking one punch means everything. And I got that one punch. Over all these Negroes in this boxing game, I got that. We all know that Deontay Wilder hit your ass. We know out of anybody, Deontay Wilder is that man that can hit your ass at any time in the fight and knock you clean the fuck out. We all know that. So people saying, oh, he was relying on the power. Maybe he was relying on the power a little bit because it worked. It worked. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Breland was in a position where, okay, man, now we at this stage now, you're not listening like you used to listen. Because it's hard for me to see Deontay Wilder not listening at all. Now, when you're in the heat of the fight and you feeling how the fight going and you know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, well, I need to try to land this motherfucker punch because it's there for me. You know what I'm saying? Every fight not going to listen to the game plan 120%. Some fighters do, some fighters don't. But when you're in the heavyweight division, we all know the one punch really matters. You feel me? So when Breland looking at that situation, could shit been turning for the worse? Like this shit coming to a head. Like that relationship probably was coming to a head anyway. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. So, okay. Well, since I feel I'm almost on my way out the door, because as he say, he's not listening to me. Our relationship ain't tight as it could be. Well, fuck it. This might be my last fight with him anyway with the Fury fight. You probably thought in your head, because you said Fury, he couldn't beat Fury no way. You probably thought in your head, he ain't finna beat no motherfucking Tyson Fury no matter what I say to him, no matter what we do. Because according to you, he can't beat Tyson Fury no matter what. So in your mind already, it don't matter what I teach you, no matter what we do, you're not finna beat this man. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna beat him no fucking way, right? So it's not far-fetched to say, okay, Sugar Hill hit me under the low, maybe just on him and Sugar Hill situation. Well, yeah, so and so this, so and so that. Is it anything you can do? Yeah, I might can do a little something, man. But what you trying to pay me? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that on him like that, but I'm just saying it's a possibility, though, bro. It's a possibility. So when I look at Mark, and like I said, I'm gonna still respect Mark Breland for what he done in this boxing game. I'm gonna respect him as a man, and I don't have a problem about Mark Breland coming out defending himself, bro. I don't have a problem with no man defending himself. You gonna put a jacket on me, motherfucker? You better have the proof, and I'm gonna listen to both sides of the story. But listening to Mark Breland, I wasn't hearing him defend himself on that situation. I was just hearing slander and turn two men down. That's all I kept hearing. You know what I'm saying? Him turn Deontay Wilder career down, him turn down Floyd Mayweather career, right? It wasn't too much on why would I do this to this man? Why would I do this? Or why would I do that? He haven't showed anything. He haven't did this. It was just slander, slander, slander. Nothing on what we want to hear the accusations on you. You know what I'm saying? Now, it could be I got a case pending against you. You don't want to talk, you don't want to say too much about the situation or none of that shit. That could be a possibility. We don't know, bro. You feel me?
Or they have a case pending against his ass.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't want to come out and say shit too much and be like, you know what, I'm not going to put shit out there that's going to incriminate me because this shit is ongoing. There could be a possibility. We don't know, because one thing they did say in the show was, and that's why we got to be fair on both ends, they said they did talk about certain things that they didn't want to talk about because they went through somebody else to get the interview. You know what I'm saying? They went through somebody else. So we don't know what that situation that they didn't want to talk about was. But still, with that being said, the way that Mark was coming off, it showed us that it don't matter what age you is, or people want to say, oh, Mark Breland in this age and this age. If you guys still got good fucking sense, and if you got certain tendencies in certain ways, bro, I don't give a fuck if you're 76 or you're 17. That's you, and that's how you built. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna change when you get older. You still gonna have that same shit in you when you get older that you had in you when you were 17. That's your makeup. That's your build. So it could be some jealousy and envy there on Mark Breland's side. It could be, bro. It could be. You know what I'm saying? We just ready to jump off the ledge because everybody keep talking about, oh man, Wilder is he taking his loss like this, he taking a loss like that. But nobody is saying that the champ is in good spirits right now, right? Nobody is saying that because Deontay Wilder's in great fucking spirits, bro. That's a fact. He's in great fucking spirits. And then when we look at this situation, when Wilder speak on this shit, right? Nobody and I'm happy to say they said that too on because I said it too in videos and I'm on record saying this shit. Nobody is giving Deontay Wilder the benefit of the doubt. Not the mainstream media, not certain. It's just us, the motherfuckers that's bragging for Deontay Wilder, that's saying, you know what, we feel like this shit could happen. But when you really look at the mainstream media, you go look at certain other people, everybody, oh, he's just taking a loss like this, he's just taking a loss like that. Nobody is touching it when Wilder say something or we speak up on it. Like they said, Wilder have X amount of motherfucking videos out, right? Because it's what the LDBC, they don't, and I'm quite sure these motherfuckers listen. Let's not get this shit twisted. These motherfuckers listening, bro. They listen to everything that Deontay Wilder say. They listen to the LDBC. They hearing Wilder and what he's saying, but they not go touch it. But soon as Tyson Fury come out and speak against it, you see that shit go worldwide, mainstream media, everybody got something to say about it. And it's favoring Tyson Fury because of that shit. You got the majority of the people listening to Tyson Fury's side, but they not gonna play Deontay Wilder's side. Even if you give the motherfucker opportunity to pick their choice. You feel me? It's your platform. You don't have to say you think Fury cheated. You don't have to say you think Mark Breland did this or not. But put it out there to the people and let the people say what they feel. You feel me? If you put it out there in that aspect, instead of just trying to make it look like one-sided, because that's what motherfuckers doing nowadays. They making the shit look one-sided, and they making Wilder looking like the bad guy. They making him looking like the bitter man that took an L and couldn't take it. But in the same sense, all these motherfuckers will say, oh yeah, the gloves look fishy. Yeah, the videos look fishy. They always say that shit. They all know he's a known cheat, but they won't come out and say it's a possibility that he could have cheated. You see what I'm saying? They'll go as far as saying it could be possible, but they won't say it out their mouth that it's possible that the man cheated. Oh yeah, I never seen no gloves like that. Oh yeah, when I look at the video, it looked like something, but then they try to clear that shit up. Well, we know things could be manipulated nowadays. Well, yes, that is true, but it's already on record showing that none of this shit is Photoshop. There's no videos that's been tampered with. Shit is timestamped. You can go watch the fight right now, look at a certain time, and you'll see the shit flapping back. You can go look at the gloves. It's not no fucking It's not no Photoshop shit. The man who took the picture already came out and confirmed the shit. And not only came out and confirmed it, he had the gloves up on his website. Then all of a sudden, everything just disappeared off his website like that. Everything gone. You clear everything out. You see what I'm saying? Now we know big business, dog, is big business. Then when you connect that shit to the MTK Global shit and you seeing what's going on with Dan Kenningham and all this mob boss shit and all that shit, you see what I'm saying? So, man, it ain't far-fetched that all this shit is going down, bro. So motherfuckers go shit on Wilder and make him look like he just a bitter motherfucker that took a L. He can't take a loss. Oh, his fans, they just talking shit. Oh, they delusional. This like these motherfuckers calling us delusional. They calling us all the names in the book. And I listen to this shit every day. All the names in the book, we delusion, because every time I say some bullshit, I either make a post about it or I keep it just for receipts, because motherfuckers gonna have to bite their words at the end of the day. Either we gonna have to look like fool-ass fools at the end, or y'all gonna look like fool-ass fools at the end. You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, we can't sit up here and make like this shit is far-fetched from that man doing what Deontay Wilder accused him of doing. You feel me? Now, still an accusation is still got to get proven right in a court of law, or some evidence got to be put out there. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to just make no motherfucker guilty without no fucking, no motherfucking proof or none of that shit. We already guilty until proven innocent to them motherfuckers. So I'm not going to make a man you innocent until proven guilty to me as well. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to make it like it's not far-fetched from this man doing what Deontay Wilder is accusing him of doing, just by the actions I'm seeing from that interview and him not coming out defending himself from that situation. But we still don't know all the details. We still in the background looking in as well. But it's still leaning towards Wilder a little bit. He still has some validity on this side. So, well, like I say, he's going to have to prove himself right as well. He just ain't off the hot seat to where I'm just, oh yeah, man, Wilder this, Wilder that. Yes, I'm riding with the champ. I'm riding with you 120%. I say it all the time. You have to present that evidence to make us not look like no fool-ass fools. And if you can't, and it come out that there's no evidence showing that this man did what he did, or Fury doing what he did, which I believe Fury's a fucking cheat anyway. I got enough proof for that. But if it don't come out that you can't accuse Mark Breland of doing what he did, then we gonna have to come out, every motherfucker that been riding wild and saying yes, this, that, and apologize to that man and take that licking. You feel me? Take that licking. I'm gonna take that lick, and I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna stand up and apologize. Can't say that for everybody else. But at the end of the day, I still to see Mark Breland, defend what Wilder accused him of doing. I just seen him turn down something that he helped create bill that is still a special situation, because both of y'all are going to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And you played into their game. You was a pawn on the chessboard to their game, bro. And that's how I feel about that. But go ahead, Trick, bro.
Yeah, and so yeah, so man, now we can just go back and forth now. You know what I'm saying? We can go back and forth. And so, go ahead.
I think I agree. I agree with everything y'all saying, man. But the thing is, man, he gotta prove that, bro. I know you, KT, you went into detail, bro, and you brought it up and you shed a lot of light on things that other people didn't know, including myself. With the background, when you said it, it kind of enlightened me. I was like, oh, that is a connection. Okay, that is a connection. And I understand that. And I understand my boy Breezy too, my boy Money Breezy, what he's saying. The thing is with me is, that's what I was going to touch on, and Money took it from me, is the legal aspect of it. Is it becomes a chess game when you get in front of the camera, because whatever you say that's there forever on the internet, and then you got to stand on that. So if Breland had commented on the situation with the water, one comment, he has to stick to it, and he locked into whatever he say. So I think that's why he was kind of alluding to, he was hinting on it, but he kind of skated around that fact because of the legal talk. So when you hear him saying whatever he's saying, you can kind of tell Breland being coached. And then Money touched on that again when he said it was a disclaimer that says some things we can't talk about. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something, though, that you say that, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I hear what you're saying, right? It could have been that he couldn't talk about certain things. But his whole, what it looked like he was doing the whole time, his whole thing was to make people basically get off of that. Like, basically, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's what he's supposed to do.
I want y'all to know that Deontay Wilder wasn't shit, and he couldn't beat Tyson Fury anyway, so it don't matter. So his whole thing was to shit on Wilder and to convince everybody what Wilder's not, So if that did happen, don't worry about that. He couldn't beat him anyway.
Well, there we go, assuming again. And we can't say
That's
the
what he
reason
was
why
doing.
Breland, we can't say the reason why Breland done this is because of that. I'm
No,
thinking
but
the
I'm
reason
saying
why
that's what he was, because his whole thing, what he was doing the whole time is he was just Wilder ain't this and Wilder ain't that and Wilder's not this and Wilder's not that and Wilder don't do this and he don't do that. So all I'm saying is it made it look like to me is that your whole thing, your whole focus is to come on here in the bash Wilder. Like you're not even defending yourself.
well,
You ain't even defending yourself the whole
that
time.
ain't what he's supposed to do.
Wilder.
See, when it becomes to the legal part, you can't confirm or deny statements, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from a street cat to a street cat. You can't confirm or deny what you doing or you have done. That's number one right there on film or anywhere else, bro. Number two, if he didn't care about and money, you agree with that, KT? You agree with that?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Then number two, man, he guided this dude to 42 wins. But I think like Money touched on too, and you touched on too, K. It was a build up. It was a build up from probably the 30th win, 20th win. You know, that he's not listening. And then, man, when all of this just came to a head, that's what he's saying, because he didn't guide that dude.
Let me ask you something, because I heard you say you can't confirm or deny. Well, if you didn't do some shit, right? And you know that there's no way they can prove that you did something, you can say fuck no.
Well,
no.
It depends.
Because
it depends. It depends on if millions are at stake. Because if I'm trying to sucker you into a lawsuit and you don't have proof, and then you sue me, I'm a counter you. It's big money now, K. We off the block now. We dealing with corporate, and we dealing with millions of dollars now, bro. So if he's suckering and my man, what he's saying is, I ain't confirming or denying it. If you got proof, bring it. And if you don't, you opening yourself up for a counter lawsuit.
If right, if I have an ongoing case right now, right? Say I got a murder case going on right now, right? And I'm out on bail, right?
Right.
And I can't really talk about what's going on, the details inside of the case, right? But you can ask me straight up, like, did you do that shit? And I can say, man, hell no.
Well, that's the state.
And y'all gonna find out.
That's the state of the government versus you, not you versus another man. No, see, there's a difference, bro.
But
you know what I mean?
But it's the same thing. But he could have said
it's not the same, K.
But he could have said flat out no, and y'all gonna find out.
No, he can't.
Same way. Wait, hold on. The same way that Deontay Wilder can get on there and say that he did that. Right.
Okay, he opened himself up for a lawsuit. That's what I'm saying. Regarding one thing that Mark Breland has is the Diaz dude handling that water, bro. That's reasonable doubt right there.
But and that's another thing, right? This is another thing, right? Deontay Wilder said some shit, right? That this is all coming full circle. Deontay Wilder said maybe he's jealous, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's jealous of me in my career. Then he said maybe he's jealous. He was like, I don't know. He was like, maybe the man jealous because we don't really have no relationship outside of the ring, right?
Being jealous ain't against the law, K.
Yeah, that's true. Let me say this, Key.
Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying, and then I'm gonna let you say what you're gonna say, Money. Wilder said that maybe he's jealous because we don't have no relationship outside of the ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't call him and we don't conversate. We ain't close like that outside of the ring, right? Right. And then him and JD's, you can tell that they closer. Maybe he jealous of that relationship because one of the first things that he tried to do was throw JD's under the bus. JD, why are you throwing JD's under the bus? Oh, well, no, JD's this and JD's that. Well, he showed.
Is that against the law, though? Is that against the law?
I'm not saying that's against the law. I'm talking about his character now. I'm saying that he showed once again in his character that he does have jealousy in him. So a man that's jealous, a man that has jealousy in
is capable,
and envy of you, right?
Is
they
capable.
are capable of doing some shit like that to you.
However, did he?
That's what
we at, right?
Can you say, but see, this is my thing, because this is why I came, because it's not did he or did he not do it. My whole thing is people, right? Because I'm on the internet, I'm on these boxing groups, we on YouTube, and I'm reading comments, and everybody is like, this is Deontay Wilder, this shit is just blasphemy. It ain't no fucking way. You even said that Deontay Wilder's, some sort of he's soft and he a clown and all that.
He a hoe, man.
You even said all of that shit, right? Wait a minute. So that it was not possible for Mark Breland to do none of this shit that Wilder's accusing him. So I'm making my point that it is, and he's showing that he is a man, right, that's very capable of doing some shit like that. He's showing that by the way that he is moving. He did one interview and he showed his whole character in that one interview. Now go ahead. What you say?
Let me say, so Drake, you say he's a hoe, right? In what sense? So how can you call the man a hoe? From when you're looking at him, what make you say that Deontay Wilder's a hoe?
Just about the way he went about it, man. Like, he should have been saying this, bro. Like, he should have came out in the first beginning. And that's my problem with Deontay. He didn't come out in the beginning, son, and say, like, yo, we got it third hand and fourth hand, And I think if you're going to say something, you're going to make an accusation, bro, you say it and you stand on it right then and there. We shouldn't have heard about this 8 months later. It shouldn't have been relevant 8 to a year later now. You say it then, bro, if that's how you felt. He felt it that night. That's why he locked my man Breland out of the dressing room.
Hold on, Key.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Drake.
Oh, go. No, that's all I was saying, bro. Like, and then as far as the legality bit of it, he don't have to confirm or deny nothing, K. Like, you let that person move his chess, not checkers. You let Deontay move, which he just did, which he just opened himself up for a multi-million-dollar lawsuit because he defamed this dude's character, man. You know what I mean? So now Breland is just sitting back, keep talking, keep getting emotional, and he throwing them shots out there and he throwing them darts out there. And the more he throw, the more pissed off Deontay gonna be. And then Deontay gonna say something else. And guess what? He gonna be opening himself up for more lawsuits, bro. So it's chess, not checkers.
But see, that's what you think. Let me say this, Key. That's what you think. Because first of all, Wilder Ben came out before it was 7 or 8 months. That's what I'm saying. It's just only when people want to really listen and talk about this shit is when the situation comes to head, right? Now, when Wilder came out and said what he said is way before. He didn't come out and give every excuse, but he said there's some shit that he's going to talk about now. With him and Breland, maybe he didn't want to come out on a Breland situation so fast because he felt like, I want to make sure this shit is straight, right? But he's been talking about it, then in his fucking head that he got proof that some bullshit was going on in the game.
Hold on, money. Zenith, you called me ignorant again, man. Never mind, money. Go ahead.
Yeah, we ain't gonna work. But when we look at that situation, right? When you building something, bro, you don't want to just be quick to jump. You feel me? That's like if me, you, and Keith, we've been fucking around for so long. I'm giving y'all the benefit of, we don't know if Wilder was giving Breland the benefit of the doubt or not. We don't know this shit. You feel me? He could have been like, man, it's hard for me to believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to come out and just say this shit without me saying what I'm saying, but I know I was feeling how I felt in that fucking ring, and he kept saying that shit, right? So now, when we're looking at the situation, you can't call him a hoe because he's coming out and he's doing what he's doing, bro. Because like I say, you might have a conversation with him to where your whole mentality, it might change. We don't, because you never had that interaction with that man. That's why I say, I can be on this motherfucker saying, man, Mark Breland's a bitch ass motherfucker, or he's a hoe, but I'm not going to say that about him. You feel me? Because it's just like with Baby and Wayne. We couldn't speak on that because they had a relationship for so fucking long. You know what I'm saying? But when we look at the situation, only thing Wilder's doing, he's coming out defending himself now, because in the beginning when he said some shit, like I say, did nobody catch it? Did nobody say shit? Right? But now that he's coming out and he's talking about Mark Breland, and he still said in the interview with 78 that I wasn't gonna even want to talk about this shit with Breland. I wasn't gonna come out and say this and say that shit about Breland. You know what I'm saying? We had our talks behind the closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said, you know, but I still haven't said nothing about that man bashful shit. I'm focusing on these motherfuckers in Tyson Fury and get this motherfucker back in the ring to prove that this motherfucker cheated me. First of all, I want to get that shit out the way. You see what I'm saying?
Get in the ring.
Yeah, so
or put a lawsuit up, put your money where your mouth is, and all that, and knock out boxing 8-6, whoever you is, son. Like, how is that ignorant by saying innocent to proven guilty? You dumb motherfucker.
Right. But let me say this. Knockout, he a cool dude, Drake. Knockout. Yeah, Drake is a bro, man. He a brother, bro. So with the name calling, shut that shit out. But this the thing with Breland, right? And like I say,
Right.
I'm with you. He innocent to proven guilty. I can't just sit up here and say, like, I got Tyson Fury guilty as a motherfucker. But I'm giving Mark
Yeah, he guilty.
and I've been felt that way with Mark Breland. Like, okay, Wilder
Right.
said he did this, and that's why I really don't talk about the water and all that shit. You feel me? But I
Right.
can't tell Wilder how he felt neither. I can't tell
Right.
him.
That's true.
Man, it is not possible that that man did that to you because, like I say, he knows. And he says, Mark Breland, he's on record saying Mark Breland was in control of the water. He's saying it's not Jay Diaz. Mark Breland was in control of the water. Mark Breland the one that's saying Jay Diaz had connection to the water. But Wilder saying
What proof do we got though? Like
that's
what
what I'm saying.
either
That's what we
like
gotta wait for.
I'm tired of Deontay Wilder just throwing stuff out there, man. If you feel that way, bring that lawsuit up. If you
Drake,
don't, shut up, get in that
that's how
ring.
you
Yeah.
don't know, but you just can't say that shit. You just can't say shut up and do that because you don't, like you said, it's just not checkers. It could take whiles to build a case, bro. This shit can be ongoing. We don't know if he talking to lawyers about this shit. Just like we said, we don't know if Mark Breland talking to lawyers. That's why he didn't want to say that shit. But when we talk about these situations, bro, like this, like Keon say, it's only been almost a year with the situation. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors with shit like this. And we know that shit like this is going to take time to play out. It's going to take time to play out. You feel me?
Right.
Because it ain't like we can go right back and get the water bottle or do this or do that. So you just can't come out and just say, oh, Deontay Wilder use a bitch or a hoe because of what you're doing. You got to wait. Wait a minute. You have to wait too till everything plays out. Now you can have you can say, okay, I got my suspicions on this motherfucker, but to call a man a hoe, because guess what, Drake? If he come out and he's proven right, then how does that make you look? Just like if Mark really
then
come
I
out
unhoe him on the same platform.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You just gotta give a man the benefit of the doubt as well. We can't say that it's true that Deontay Wilder's telling the truth or he's lying, just like we can't say Mark Breland is telling the truth or he's lying. Now you go ride with who you ride with. You ride with Breland, we go ride with Wilder. You feel me? But at the same time, neither one of
I'm just riding with. I'm like down the middle because I hear y'all, but yet and still, I see Breland point too. You see what I'm saying? You can't just start throwing.
Drake, your name hold your word hold weight, bro. We fuck with you heavy. You know that.
Right.
So when you make a post, that post means something. You feel me?
Right.
When you come out and say he's a hoe, you got motherfuckers that's waiting that hate on Deontay Wilder. They waiting to see that shit. Whether you feel like, you know what, I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers say. Right. But people take that shit and they put that on, oh well, Drake think this nigga a hoe. Fuck this nigga. They go ride with that shit. And what I'm telling you, is up there, everybody see everything. You know, Wilder people out here seeing that shit. So when you make that oh, Wilder's a hoe, he's a bitch, you gotta be mindful of what you say as well, bro. That's why you'll never make a video saying, man, Mark Breland is a motherfucking liar. I'm not gonna do that because even though I feel how I feel, I don't know if that's true or not because it still gotta play out. You feel me? And I am gonna give a black man the benefit of the doubt. I am gonna say, you know what? I'm giving Breland, he's innocent until proven guilty. Even if I feel like it's a possibility that he could have did it, I don't know. Like you saying, we don't know. Come out with the lawsuit, but we just can't say come out because that shit costs money. It takes time, and once you go all the way, you got to go all the way. But Wilder is looking like he's willing to go all the way, but it's just bigger than Mark Breland right now. It's like, okay, I still got to deal with these motherfuckers over here as well. I'm not gonna just shoot at Breland first, but everything is going to come full circle when it comes full circle. And it's going to take more than a year to bring that shit out. It's going to take longer than a year for all this shit to get sorted out, bro. Even if they go into a courtroom, because it's a whole lot of shit that you got to look at. There's a whole lot of allegations that you got to touch on, and it's a whole lot of motherfuckers involved. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of big motherfuckers involved with a lot of fucking money. So you can twist shit how you want to twist shit. So you want to make sure you got everything in position. Or when you talking to your lawyer, they talking to their lawyers. So you just
and that's what I was saying about. That's what I was saying about. I didn't mean to cut you off, Money, but that's what I was saying about Breland. He didn't comment on that because he didn't have to. You know what I mean? Just because the commentators ask him that certain question don't mean that he has to comment on it. And just because he skated around the subject, that don't make him guilty either, bro. It's legal. It's a lot of legal shit involved here, man. It's probably more than what we think, like you were saying. But go ahead.
Real quick. Let me say something real quick, because Rap Star Podcast, I see you in the building, right? And you were showing your motherfucking ass, because I forgot what show you was on, but you had a whole lot of shit to say about Wilder. So I would love to get on your motherfucking ass, because you was talking real slick. I know you from the UK, Rap Star, and I fuck with you, but you was talking real disrespectful and real slick. And you know, so yeah, I'd love to get your ass on here.
Yeah. Knockout boxing. Me and you gonna have a conversation outside of this, bro.
Yeah,
Like on another platform, man.
yeah,
You
yeah.
starting to
But
get
so
on my
this,
nerves,
this,
son.
this is what I gotta say, right, man?
Yeah.
You know, Wilder, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Let
Right.
me ask you a question. Did Wilder, right? Honestly, did Wilder look normal like he usually do when he was in the ring with Tyson Fury? Have you ever seen Wilder get hit by a weak ass body shot and just fall out? Did he look normal to you?
Did Wilder look normal?
Yeah.
On the second, when I first seen it, I was like, man, he don't seem as confident as he was. But like I said, I chalked that up as he's standing in front of the dude who he hit and got back up and possibly took that round or even that round out in Fury. So I thought, okay, maybe that's what it was, the little lack of confidence that he had. When I heard all the rest of the backdrop to it, then I said, oh, maybe that's why he was feeling weird, because he, it's this water thing, it's whatever it was, the suit came out that the um commentators was talking about. I never heard him personally say something about the suit. I don't think he ever did, but I was like, maybe it was something funny going on, because he didn't seem to have that energy, passion, and emotion that he usually had. So yeah, I do.
What I'm saying is that most people, right? If they keep it 100, they can tell that Wilder somewhat right about him from the beginning. He didn't look right.
That's
the man got hit with a weak body shot and just fell all out in the fucking in the ring, right?
Yeah.
You could tell something wasn't right, right? And then now everything that Wilder is saying, right? His shit sounds a lot more credible than Mark Breland. We haven't seen Wilder doing, right? We can't point out one thing.
I'm gonna let them damn comments, Drake.
Hold on. We can't point out one thing, right?
Yeah.
We can't point out one thing, right? That Deontay Wilder said that we can say, oh, he's telling a fucking lie. That's a flat out lie. We could go give evidence that's a lie, right? We can't point out one thing that Wilder said that we can say that ain't even possible. That's a lie, right? But we can with Mark Breland.
I agree with you. I agree with everything y'all saying. I agree with everything y'all saying, but we just have to really, really sit back and really look at both sides, the pros and the cons, and say,
I'm looking at character. I'm looking at the character because like I said, like we both said, nobody in here, we can talk about this shit until we fucking turn blue and fall out, right? But nobody knows what really happened. So, right, just like you do in court, we have to look at the character and we have to look at the circumstances surrounding, right, everything. We got to look at the character and the circumstances surrounding everything, right? And his character showed, like I said, when you start telling lies, you looking fishy already.
You start telling lies, you're a liar.
Why are you on here telling lies when all you have to do, right, is answer the questions straight up or not answer the questions? And let me get to this super chat. I Am Legend Boxing says the proof is Fury taking roids, cheating on his wife, paying off farmers, and being glove caught by sparring partners in the fight. He can't cheat in fights. So basically, he can't cheat in fights. Asking the question, yeah, exactly. But this is, you know what I'm saying? We already know that, right? We already know that. So my thing is Mark Breland's character. Deontay Wilder is saying that now, right, with everything has come full circle, now he really believes that Mark Breland, right, was the one that put something in his water. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sugarcoat. Now that he's seen everything, he's got to sit back because he probably suspected Mark Breland. It sounds like he suspect, like maybe, you know what I'm saying, because he was the only one with the water, but now he like looking at everything full circle, seeing the things that Mark Breland had to say, because now I got to see what type of person Mark Breland is on that interview. He showed his ass. He showed his character, right? He showed his character, He showed his character. That's all I'm saying. So is he capable? Does me looking at this man's character, right? Me just listening to this man and looking at his character, is he capable of doing some shit like that? In my conclusion, with all of the evidence, right?
Do he look like K? Do he look like?
I'm not saying what he looked like. I'm saying his character. The man that I saw.
So based on his character, he looked like
based on his character, the lying that he did, the ties that he has to Crunk. Hold on, the lying that he did, the ties that he has to Crunk Gym, and everything else surrounding, right? He is capable. Now let me read this super chat, and then I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say. Money. Deontay Wilder said he couldn't prove it. He said he felt Mark. He said he felt Mark did it though, right? He says there's a difference. That's not a lawsuit, fam. Mark never denied either. Mark never denied it. And Deontay Wilder said that, you know what I'm saying, he felt that he did it. Exactly. And the man, but like I said, man, why if he ain't do nothing, right? And all he needs to do is just let people hear his side of what went on, right? Why do you have to tell all them fucking lies? You already looking bad. You looking suspect. Because when a man gets caught up in some shit, right, that now his back up against the wall that he probably did do, he gonna start lying, telling lies that ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Now, Money, go ahead and say what you were saying. My bad. Go.
No, it's all good. I just want to say this because Drake said, do it look like he would like when he looked like that? You know, when you're looking at an old, like when people get old, bro, you got a tendency of having a soft feeling for them, especially our people, because we like, oh man, it's like we can look at an old man right now. We can walk outside, we'll see an old man like, damn, you're old. So your heart, if you're a real nigga or you're a real woman, your heart goes soft and all automatically. It's an old person, it's our elderly, you know what I mean? But it still don't, like Keon saying, still don't take away from character, bro. Because you can feel that way, but then when you have a conversation, you might walk away saying, oh, that little old mean motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
because you don't know until you get the character of somebody, right? So what Keon said, just from the character and seeing how Mark was, like, you got to still remember, you know, like I said, when you are who you are when you're 17 to when you're 77, if you still got that, if it's something that's in you that's shiesty and that's fucked up and that ain't good, bro, it's gonna be in you when you're 77. It might be in you even more when you're 77 because you're old and even bitter. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's the case. That's not saying that's the case with Mark Breland. I'm just saying just in general. You know what I mean?
Right.
Looks can be deceiving, Drake. We know that. You know what I mean? Looks can be deceiving. You can't judge a book by its cover. You can see something that's pretty and nice. It can be something terrible as fuck. You can see something that's terrible as fuck that can be pretty and nice. You know what I'm saying? So looks can be deceiving. It's only until you meet somebody. That's why I was telling you, like we called Deontay Wilder a hoe, you going off of what, okay, this, that, and the third. But until you meet that man and actually have that conversation, you might walk away drink saying, damn, this nigga a cool motherfucker, man. And when he tells me, right, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like that, right? So that's why I wait to put a perception on somebody or be quick to jump and say what I say. Now, if you don't agree with a man, you can say that in a respectful way, in a respectful manner. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm telling people on the chat right now, you are a motherfucking brother. This ain't no regular nigga on this panel. This ain't just somebody we grabbed and brought on here and talked to. Nah, this is our brother. We fuck with Drake. You feel me? Like I tell Drake all the time, I'll crack somebody's head for him and vice versa. So this ain't no regular. So when it just like the people in the chat, they don't know that. So when they say certain shit, they don't know until they meet. I'm like, damn, nigga, Drake cool than the motherfucker. Now maybe I was tripping. So it's like the same shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about the courage, and that's what Keon's saying. So we say, well, do he look like he can do it? Yeah, he can look like he might not do shit. You can look all quiet. And so what they say about the quietest motherfuckers in the room, don't play with them, because that's where you kill them. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I'm gonna say about it. And like I say, once again, bro, I'm not saying Mark did it. I'm not saying he didn't. You feel me? He's innocent until proven guilty to me. To everybody else, they can say, well, he's guilty. But if you ask me, is it a possibility that he could have done it? I gotta say yes. It is a possibility that he could have done that to the champ, bro. You feel me? It's a possibility.
And I agree.
He could have done that. Yeah,
I agree. It is a strong possibility, and like you said, is he capable of? He's very well capable of doing it. But did he do it? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't. And I'm not saying it out of, you know, like like I'm rolling with Breland, but I'm just saying we really don't know if he done it or not. You know what I mean? It's a big question of who handled the water, what time they handled the water. Like all of this stuff is coming into play. Why did Tyson Fury not drink the water? Of course, now we can look back at that and say, damn, something was kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? So
But
I'm
like
just
I
saying,
said,
let's hold off a minute on judgment for both
but
parties and
so
let
this is how. So if we in right, if we in court, right,
right.
and they're on the stand as the jury, our job is to gather the evidence, gather everything that's all of the circumstances surrounding whatever it may be, and then make a decision. That's your job as the jury, right? The judge
Right.
and the jury. Now, the judge or the jury, they never at the crime scene. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they have to gather. And all I'm saying now, from everything that I said, right?
Right.
I could say if he was on the stand, I'm siding with Wilder right now, because everything that Breland in, like, come on now, man. I broke it down for you. The Crunk Gym, Breland came up in the Crunk Gym.
You gotta have proof though, okay?
But did he not come up in the Crunk Gym? Did he not come up in the Crunk Gym? Breland.
No, the subject is about the water. So you gotta have
Mark Breland. Does Mark Breland have strong
he's
ties?
a heavy association with Crump.
Exactly. So that's one thing right there. Now, right now,
that's correct.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question, right? So we already know that he has strong ties to the Crunk Gym. We already know that he told some lies already, right? I'm gonna ask you, why did Mark Breland say that he never seen the gloves? He don't know. He ain't never seen no photos of the gloves. Right? Why did he say he ain't? I want you. Do you believe that Mark Breland ain't never seen no photo of Tyson Fury's gloves?
I don't believe that.
So why would he say that? What would be his reason to say no? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen it. I've never seen Tyson Fury glove. I haven't seen that.
I don't believe in a year he ain't seen Tyson Fury glove. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So you mean to tell me this man been in a cave for over a year now? For a whole year now, he just been fucking locked away in the cave. He ain't had no TV, no internet. Ain't nobody called him and say, "Hey, look at this." Or come on, So why? My question is, why would he tell that lie? What's the reason? What is the reason for him to tell that lie?
Hey, that's man. You know what, Kay? That's man. I don't know. I don't know why he would say that. And once again, I don't know why he wouldn't come out and say, "Man, water. I ain't. What you mean? I ain't spiked no water." I don't know why he didn't say that, bro. But when you look at it from a legal standpoint, it clears things up. And no, I ain't a lawyer for you niggas out there on the snap. Nobody on the chat. Nobody here is a lawyer, but sometimes you got to think out of the box a little bit and think not only how we think, but we have to think how, as far as legal wise, how they would think. So that maybe he don't confirm or deny it, bro. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe some people don't even care what people think. Like, I don't care. You say I spike, prove it. He already a cocky dude. So maybe Breland, he already a cocky dude. He already a cocky dude. So maybe that's what he's saying. Prove it. You think I done it? I ain't even gonna comment on it. Prove I did it. Maybe that's where he going with it. I don't know. But do you have a point?
But we still gotta come, right? Because if you already telling all type of lies, right? You're already
the preponderance is against
your word is not credible. Anything that you say, you proven to be a liar, and that your word is not credible. And like I said, you go that far to say that you never seen the gloves, you have no idea. So
I don't know why he said that. Okay, but let me tell you, Money Breezy, one thing, man. And my grandmother, I don't know why he would say that. He'd never seen a glove. But I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna say this to y'all, man. My grandmother told us a long time ago. She said, if you leave $5 in a room and the money come up missing, and then as soon as you walk back in, the liars say the thief took it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
What we say? we say, Key, we say it all the time. You lose something, the nigga that's helping you trying to find the shit.
Yeah, they help you try to find the shit. But see, and it goes back to my thing, right? His main thing is he tried to put it all on JD's because he never said it wasn't possible. And this is my thing, right?
He a liar, K.
Right. This is my thing because see, and this
proven.
goes back to something that
Breland a proven liar.
Hold on. This goes back to something that you said, right? You said that they have to prove it, right? So if this does go to court, and shit get down to the nitty gritty, and somebody gonna tell on somebody, right? These ain't no, they don't let, you know what I'm saying? These is regular dudes. Somebody gonna tell something if shit gets down to the nitty gritty, right?
Right.
So,
that
being said, right? If it comes to that, right? Mark Breland, he never denied, he never even said that it wasn't a possibility that something couldn't have been in Deontay Wilder's water, right? You get what I'm saying here? He never said it wasn't a possibility, right? He was like, well, if it was possible, if it was something that's wrong, well, JD's was the only one. He tried to put it on JD's. So if we go to court, if he knows something we don't know, right? If he knows that they can prove it was something in Wilder's water, if they go to court now, right now, well, you know, yeah, we all know it was something in his water, but shit, it wasn't me, it was JD's.
So who you believe, the liar or the thief?
JD's. Why would he throw JD's under the bus? You train next to JD's. You train next to JD's for over 10 years. Y'all trained together, so y'all had to have some type of relationship, right? Right? JD's didn't fire you. Wilder did.
Yeah.
Right? So why you throwing him under the bus? But like I said,
see, you opening up another can of worms now, because not only you saying if he didn't do it, he knows something about it. You see what I'm saying? Which I agree with that.
I agree with that. Right? So like I said before, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, somebody gonna tell on somebody. Yeah. You think what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Why you throw JD's under the bus?
If Breland is speaking lawfully and under certain kind of restrictions, like you said, why would he say JD's name if JD's really didn't have nothing to do with it? You see what I'm saying? So he skated around all that topic. He didn't confirm or deny, but he said JD's handled that water. Now, why would he say that if he didn't have knowledge or he really didn't have anything to do with nothing? You know what I'm saying? He just knew about it, but he really didn't do nothing. So he didn't confirm or deny that first thing. Was it me or not? He didn't confirm or deny that because he wanted him to come at him. But he did deflect it by saying JD's handled that water too. You see where I'm coming from?
I said, if it comes down to that, well, yeah, it was something in the water, but you know, I ain't do it. JD's did it.
There you go.
Had to do it.
There you go. That's his way out. That's his legal way out of this situation.
Exactly. So it's like I said, when we talk about this whole situation, like, you know what I'm saying? I broke it down. We broke it down. When we talk about this whole situation, something ain't right. Now, when we talk about this whole situation, now, does it look like Wilder is just fucking, he's just a hoe and he just, it ain't no way that nothing could have been done? Because now you got to really start looking at this shit like, damn. Because Wilder might be onto something. But my thing wasn't when I called him that. My thing wasn't what he said or whatever. It's how he handled the situation. But, you know, real dude, we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? If some situation, he didn't handle the situation no type of way, because if you go and you actually listen to Wilder, all of Wilder's interviews that he did, right? Before this last interview that he did, he didn't really talk too much on it. He didn't say nothing bad about Mark Breland. You know what I'm saying? But whatever they had, just like Money said, whatever dialogue they had with each other behind the scenes, that was between them. But publicly, he didn't never come out publicly and bash Mark Breland, right? Publicly, he never said nothing bad. No, publicly he didn't. So publicly. So like,
but Mark Breland's career is dead though. Mark Breland's career is dead.
then whether you like Wilder, because see, some people they just hate Wilder just because. I know it's a whole bunch of different reasons motherfuckers hate Wilder, right? But whether you like Wilder or not, you got to look at him as a man, right? Right. Wilder don't have a history of telling lies. He don't. True. He don't have a history. When every time Wilder told you somebody was on PEDs, and everybody, oh, he's just talking. He's a fucking liar. What happened? What happened down the line?
That's true.
What happened down the line? It came out that Wilder was telling the truth. Wilder, you got to look at Wilder as a man, right? Yeah. Wilder is a real one as a man. He stands for cause. I don't give a fuck what these trolls and what these other hating bitch ass motherfuckers gotta say. You gotta think what Wilder is as a man. Wilder ain't never showed you, right, to have a character of being a liar and all that other shit as a man, right? That's true. You gotta look at the man, right? Now, so when, like I said, you have to look at the man. And I never knew too much about Mark Breland as a man. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, I told you, you know, I felt some type of way about Mark Breland, an interview that he did after the first Wilder fight, and I thought Wilder should leave him. But I didn't know how he was as a man. But then when I looked at that interview, it let me know a lot more about how he is as a man, what type of man he is, because I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That interview kind of threw me off. See, we know Mike Breland around here as a stand-up dude. I'm saying I've done it, whatever. He's a stand-up dude around here. So when I heard the interview, it kind of threw me off, like he kind of placed the blame on, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, Brooklyn cats, if we did it, we stand on it. And that's just is what it is, whether you like it or not. And when I seen Mark Breland moving funny, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But you still got to prove that Wilder allegation. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying about it.
Got into and we haven't even got into MTK, right? With all of the mob ties and all of the dirty shit that MTK had going on, right? Tyson Fury was with MTK, right?
Absolutely.
So they already dirty. So it's like it's so much of evidence stacking on top of evidence on top of evidence. And if you really have an open mind, right, and you're not just looking at it like, oh, fucking Wilder sucks, because some motherfuckers they can't even look.
Could the mob have even pressed Breland? When you think about
that's all of that is possible. It's very possible, right? All of that shit is very.
I'm open to all of it, and for people in the chat, I'm open to all of that. But what I'm saying is, we can't pass judgment right now until we really see proof of what's going on. You know what I mean? Wait till everything and all the smoke clear. But as of right now, Mark is looking funny. Mark is looking funny.
That's all I'm saying. And like I said, it's all in. The man that Wilder is, right?
Yeah.
It takes it. That's a heavy allegation to just come out of the fucking blue with. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wilder don't come off like the man to me that'll just fucking, well, I lost. Now I'm gonna say somebody spike my water. Because when you say some shit like that, right? You know what comes.
You open it up.
You know what comes with that. You already know that people don't like you. Right?
Yeah.
So for him to say some shit like that, it couldn't just be some shit that he just woke up and made up out of the blue. You dig what I'm saying? Because right, the history of boxing, even when it's proven, right? Just like the Miguel Cotto situation, when he was saying that motherfucker cheated, like he had something in his glove. I know he did. What did everybody do? Everybody bashed Miguel Cotto and said, fucking, he was or loser. So Wilder knew that was gonna come, right? So to say that somebody put something in my water, that's a strong allegation to just be making up. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a strong allegation to just be making up. You dig what I'm saying? That ain't like
that's my situation on it too. Like, and that's why I say when you make allegations like that, you have to stand behind that shit. And you gotta have some type of proof, or you gotta have something that you stand on. Because think about this: Wilder, he haven't took a back step, or he haven't said shit to discredit what he been saying. And all he been saying is, "I got proof. I got proof.
That's true."
So even though we're saying we haven't seen nothing, we haven't did nothing. Like we said, if it's a legal ongoing investigation, then he's not going to be able to show that proof. He can say, "I got proof," like he said. Wilder could come out and say, yeah, these motherfuckers drugged me. I know they did, and I got proof. Just like he was saying, Breland could have came out and said, I know I didn't do this shit. And, you know, when he ready for it, I can show that I didn't do this shit. So even though I don't want to talk about it, you can still, I didn't do this shit, which he never did. He never did. And people can say, he's this, he's that. Man, listen, Breland got all the sense in the world. All the sense in the world. We can tell when he got up, and I wish him nothing but the best of health and want him to continue to have great health. You feel me? But we can tell when he got up, and he's sharp. He's still sharp as a razor. You feel me? So, you know, I'm not going to say some shit that's going to put me in a position, like you say, all right, I don't want to say nothing to incriminate myself if it is, or things of that nature. But just looking at the situation, how you turn the man down and how you speaking on the situation, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot that just shows, like, is it possible he could have did that shit? You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at it from that standpoint to say, man, look, it ain't far-fetched, bro. It ain't far-fetched.
No, it's not far-fetched.
Let me read the super chat real quick. Let me read the 360 shout out in the super chat. He says proof is if jury / judge find evidence reasonable, connections, MTK and Crump, right? And access to works. He says the only doubt is Breland's character, which is destroyed by lying already. If this goes to court, Wilder wins. And that's one of the things that I was saying is
let me say this about court.
Evidence around
this is what I gotta understand about court. Once you take shit to court, right? You gotta have everything, all your ducks in a row. We just can't say, if it go to court that this man is going to win. Man, my little sister she's in law school right now. We do this shit every day, and I ain't even supposed to be talking on no court case because that's how that shit go. But it's certain things you got to connect. Whether and we say this because we be looking at, man, how the fuck these people get off and how these people get off, how the system is set up, right? You gotta have some shit that's going to hit every point to make your case. Like if it's 5 things, Wilder can go to court for one thing. He have to have 5 things from another case to hit his points for that shit to be guilty or not. And you got to use it from another case that happened to where somebody won. You got to take that case from what they won and whatever situation Wilder in. So it's another case where somebody water has been drugged, right? So somebody else had to have the same situation, and the same as with the defense attorney. They got to have a case to where somebody
it's called penal codes.
Yeah, it have its own code. So we just not gonna say he can come out and he's gonna win or not. It's a whole process, and that's why I'm saying that's why shit take time. Because when the lawyers see this shit, they go like, okay, well, I got this point. They just can't go in the courtroom with 2 things out of the 5 things because you're gonna lose automatically. You want to make sure you got all your ducks in a row, and that take research, it take time, it take preparation, and it take money. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why it's going to take more than a year for this shit to all come full circle.
Yeah.
But it seems like to me that Deontay Wilder ain't just gonna go out there and put his character on the line by saying somebody did something and don't have proof. Because like I say, it's big accusations, like he's saying, heavy accusations that can even fuck your career around for even making those type of accusations. If you ain't got the proof, it's a lot on it. That's why when you say Drake, you got to be open-minded about everything. That's why you got to be open-minded to Wilder's side as well, and you got to be careful on the things that you speak. You feel me, bro?
Absolutely.
It's okay to speak on this shit, but you got to speak on it in a respectful manner to where if you're saying I'm not taking sides, it's going to show that, okay, well, I see this side and I see this side. I'm not going to say some shit to where it look like I'm leaning towards one side, because people these days, you know, motherfuckers are fickle and they only sheeps. They love to follow. You feel me? So you got to make sure that shit is in a row to where, okay, I can prove why I say this and I can prove why I say that. But if I don't got proof, like you say, it's only speculation that I can say why I feel how I feel. That's when you got to come into the situation and say, well, I'm gonna be down the middle and I'm gonna show each side. You feel me? From this standpoint and that standpoint. And that's when we come to, you know, and the shit come to a head.
Exactly.
Ahead,
yeah. So and before I introduce my man Knockout, Drico. See, this is the thing. See, you was actually able to come over here and keep it 100. That's why I was like, come on, let's come on the show, Drake, because I already knew, you know, once we got to going, because see, you didn't come in here with a fucking closed mind. You actually, okay, well, y'all got some points that does make sense. You know what I'm saying? You didn't come in here with a fucking closed mind like, oh no, Wilder just sucks. He can't. That don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you think. You came in and you keeping it real, like, yeah, you got some points. You know what I'm saying? That do make sense, but they still got to prove it. So
Right.
we agreeing on all of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got my man knockout in the building. Man, y'all go make sure that y'all go subscribe to Knockout 86. But go let them know where to find you at Knockout.
Yo, salute to the panel. Salute ETB, Money Brown. It's Drico, right? Is that your name, bro?
Yeah, you know who I am, son.
Okay, salute to you, bro. Salute to the chat. Y'all can find me at Knockout Boxing 86 TV, right here on YouTube. Knockout Boxing 86 at yahoo.com is the email. If y'all want to hit me up, bro, I'm ready. I'm hoping that to go to the channel, bro. But anyway, my whole thing is this, bro. For Mark Breland, his energy, bro, and kind of how he's doing things, I expect it, because when you get fired from your employer, right? When somebody fires you, you're gonna be mad about that shit, right? So I take what he say with a grain of salt, just because, bro, like, the dude got fired from Deontay Wilder. He mad, he angry, and that's just what it is. He ain't gonna have nothing positive to say about Deontay Wilder at all. So is he possible? Is he capable of doing some shit like that? Is he capable of putting water and spiking the water? Is he capable of cheating and lying and all that shit? Like, yeah, bro, because all humans are capable of anything. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. So with that being said, though, we gotta wait and see. But at the same time, my opinion is that, yeah, he capable of it, and he did that shit. And as far as the whole animosity and the energy that I'm feeling from you, Drico, I didn't call you ignorant, bro. I said you sounded ignorant on the topic. You know what I mean? And that's a totally different. Ignorant is not an insult, bro.
Man, we'll address that, man, at another time, man.
Let me finish.
We on
bro.
somebody else's time, bro. No,
I'm
not gonna let you finish, bro. No, we on somebody else's time, bro. Respect the panel.
Drink knockout. Look, this is what we ain't gonna do, bro. Look, I fuck with both of y'all, bro, because I said enough of that shit already. I'm gonna say this, knockout. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let Drink go. Listen, y'all, this what's going down. It ain't shit, bro. For neither one of you Negroes to have animosity towards one another. You feel me, Drink?
I have none, bro.
I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Like you said,
none at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this what we not gonna do, bro. Because we got enough of bullshit going on with us against other motherfuckers and shit like that. So this shit, bro, it's nothing, Drake. Y'all don't even have to take this shit somewhere that is not. My man said he ain't disrespecting you. Drake, just accept it as a man, bro. Like, all right, bro, you saying you ain't disrespecting me. I'm gonna take it for your word, But the word, using the word ignorant, everybody will take that word in a different way, now, because if somebody use my name and say, Money Brown, you sound ignorant, we all take shit in a certain way. You saying you ain't disrespecting him using the word ignorant, but ignorant is a disrespectful word, bro. That's just being real. So we can just knock that shit off right now, bro. The shit is over with Drake in 86. Ain't no animosity or shit like that, bro. Just, agree to disagree on the shit. You feel me? But we can keep it pushed because both of y'all niggas got knowledge. I fuck with both of y'all. Go subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing on YouTube with Drake and Kwame, because that's one hell of a show with two brothers that I fuck with. And subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86. That's a hell of a boxing man, and that's another nigga I fuck with. I ain't finna even let y'all niggas go that route, because y'all two good niggas, bro. And it'll be bullshit right here on Keon shit to have some animosity going on over some shit that can be detonated, bro.
Right. And salute to the Queen, Patricia Shelton, off in the building. And everybody in the building, man. I know we missed y'all, but we see y'all. And y'all hit that like button. If you ain't hit the like button, hit the like button. But yeah, we all good here. We all good. We all good over here. Like I said, we all real ones in here discussing a real topic. A real topic. We got too many trolls out there, you know what I'm saying? We can beef with the fucking trolls, you know what I'm saying? We all be cooking. We all got platforms that we cook on. We keep it 100. So, let's just keep it that way. But as far as this situation, man, it's just I'm really, really interested in how this whole thing gonna turn out, because it's finna get ugly. It's finna get real ugly. You know what I'm saying? This shit just the beginning. It's finna get real ugly.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't like, right, is how Mark Breland, right? Mark Breland he was just like, oh, he's done. His career's over now. His career, he's done. Like the man got one L on his record. You got knocked out 3 times, right? He went out on his shield because you threw the towel in. So why are you wishing that the man's career is ended now, that he's done? That's what I'm saying. He showed his ass. He showed because I've seen, right?
What was he supposed to do though, K? What was he supposed to do though?
I've seen a lot of fighters get into crazy shit with their trainers, right? Where their trainers was very angry at him, where it was they left out off on bad terms, right? Animosity, bad terms, right? But I've never heard a trainer say, "Oh, his fucking career, he ain't got me. No, his career is done. He's nothing now."
Well, that's the emotional standpoint of it, though, K. You know, so, and he's qualified to say that. He's qualified to say that.
Okay, well, did the emotion make him lie?
Yeah, but he is a liar, though.
Make him tell flat out lies.
He is a liar.
Like it's this man that's over there. And the thing is you know, the dudes that did the interview, right? They was acting like some pure suckers, right? Because they was just over there, like everything was every time. Their whole thing, right, was because their whole thing was to clear Tyson Fury name, right? Like Money Brown said, like they didn't bring They didn't bring Mark Breland on the show to, okay, well, we really want to get some answers to see what's going on.
He was a puppet, man.
Yeah, their whole thing was we want to get him on the show, right? So we can make Deontay Wilder look bad and clear Tyson Fury name at the same time, right?
I fought Breland for that. I fought Breland for that, man. He fell for that, man.
He fell right into that shit because what they did, right, is they got him comfortable. But see, they did do one thing. They got him comfortable to show the man that he truly is. Once he got comfortable and he opened up, then it was like, all right, right. When he opened up and got comfortable, he showed, right, his true side. That's what I did like, is they got him comfortable. But see, their whole thing was to slander Wilder and to clear Tyson Fury because they over there in the UK. That's why anything that Mark Breland said negative, we don't call about Wilder. Nobody call about Wilder. Nobody call about Wilder.
Breland fell for that, man.
And the thing is, y'all just over here being y'all being goofy as shit. As shit. Focus on the task. You know what I'm saying? Get all of that bias shit out and try to figure out what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to accuse the man on nothing. You ain't got to press him, but ask the correct questions and stop fucking clapping and laughing every time, you know what I'm saying, he says some shit that you want to hear because it's negative on Deontay Wilder.
Right. And I'm gonna say this, until they credit, right? It still is a show. You feel me? It still is Mark Breland, a man that is a fighter. You feel me? Spencer Ferguson was a fighter. Tunde, he's a fighter, but he's a trainer. So once, yes, they want their question to be asked, but again, it's still a show. It's still, I forgot the name of their show. I'm gonna go subscribe to them, like I said, because I fuck with both of the brothers. But it still is their show, and it's still arguably the greatest amateur fighter of all time from our history and generation. And he's still a world champion. So they want to ask questions. They want to have fun with it. You feel what I'm saying? It's still Mark Breland on their show. And Mark Breland don't do too many interviews. So I can get that having fun for it. You're supposed to do that. You feel me? You're supposed to ask those questions. You're supposed to let the people of the UK, because it's a younger generation over there, you're supposed to let them know about the history of Mark Breland, because it is one hell of a history. You know what I'm saying? Now, that was a part of, like I said, it was a part of their plan, because once they got him open, and you could tell when Breland said that shit about Anthony Joshua too. He don't got a jab. I'll be Anthony Joshua. They weren't feeling that shit. You could tell about the audience. You could tell about how they were saying when they got off. How Tunde was like, I still don't believe him about that mark about Anthony Joshua. I was going to get on him about my boy and all that shit. So we knew what the agenda was. You feel me? But like Drake said earlier, Drake mentioned out his own mouth, Mark was a pawn in that shit. He did fall for the okie doke. They did open him up to get what they wanted out of him. You feel me? Even if they felt like they didn't get anything, they got enough to clear Tyson Fury name from a black man standpoint, from Deontay Wilder coach standpoint, to where they can say, oh, well, see, what we saying is true. Wilder's just a sore loser. He making excuses. We not saying this, we not saying that, because they got off the situation of the water and all that shit. They just wanted to clear Tyson Fury name. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tyson, Spencer Ferguson said this, and this goes a long way. I want y'all to go back if y'all seen the interview. This goes a long way. When Spencer Ferguson say, we don't respect Anthony Joshua over here. Oh, the Americans, I still don't feel like the Americans give Anthony Joshua the credit that he's deserved, right? They said that, but then he say, I know the reason why. I'm not going to say it, but I know the reason why. It's a long story. I know the reason, but he was saying it with a disgust. He wasn't saying it like, oh man, I know the reason. He's saying it with a disgust, but
Right.
I know what he wanted to say. You feel me? He wanted to say, because they don't look at Anthony Joshua as a real black man. They don't look at him as he's a real black. They different over there. They look at themselves. They carry him in a different standpoint. They think he's a sellout because of this is shit. Because I heard him say it before, so I know his reasoning. And that's why I wanted Black to press Tunde on that shit yesterday. But Black and the females, shouts out to the queens, Nick J and Boxiana. They was getting Tunde ass yesterday. You feel me? But it still was some questions out there that Tunde ass went away from that he wasn't trying to answer, because he know, you know what I'm saying? So it's a reason why they feel the way they feel over there. And to get Mark Breland on their show, which is a hell of an interview, hands down, regardless of what any motherfucker say. You got Mark Breland on your show, right? You got certain answers out of him that fit y'all agenda. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all was trying to get out of him, and y'all got what y'all wanted. But at the end of the day, still not going to fly over here in America. It might suit y'all. It might make y'all feel good. You know what I'm saying? To try to help clear up a cheater, right? But it's still not going to suit us here in America, because we know what the fuck going on. And just like over there, we can't really get what really goes on over there. We can bring a motherfucker over here, and they can tell us some shit, but we really not gonna know what's really going on over there. We really know what the fuck going on over here. You see what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna sugarcoat the shit and fake it like we don't. You feel me? And that's where everything really stands ahead at, right here in America. Everything will come to a head right here in America, not over in the UK.
Right.
Y'all getting a few little things to smooth y'all out. The shit gonna come to a head right here in America, and we gonna have to deal with that shit. Not
because it's American business.
Yeah, facts.
And see, money. I went when I was talking about all the laughing and I know they have to do the interview and chop it up with him. I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about how it was just a fucking comedy fest, right?
How sinister that laughing was.
Yeah. It was like a comedy fest every time he would say something negative about Deontay Wilder. That's what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit, that didn't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't need to do all of that.
Right. Let Knockout get into this. What you got to say about this shit, Knockout?
I mean, bro, they used him, and he allowed himself to be used. Like somebody mentioned, he's a pawn, bro. And I think for me, man, Mark Breland is just he's that person that,
like somebody said, bro. See, this is what I be talking about. Y'all be slick, bro. Y'all be talking slick, bro. But go ahead.
What?
No, he's talking about in the comments. He talking about in the comments.
Oh, okay, yeah. So anyway, bro, I think he's a pawn, like people been saying. I think if anything, bro, the loyalty that he's showing to Deontay Wilder right now, it's expected, bro. You got fired from your shit. You got people accusing you of cheating, and either way, if you think he did cheat or you think he didn't cheat, it still go both ways, bro. Because if he didn't cheat, he's pissed off because he got fired because he feel like there's not enough evidence against him. If he didn't cheat and he was just trying to save Deontay Wilder, he's pissed off because he thinks he was doing his job as a trainer. So either way, bro, he's just all the way wrong, and he's gonna bash Deontay Wilder. And my question for Mark Breland is, bro, why not do an interview in America? I'm sure somebody in America will want to talk to you. And then for him, for Tyson Fury, for all these people, how come they never get asked the question, say, bro, did you cheat? How come nobody never asks them a yes or no, hey, bro, did you cheat? What's up with that? And then they can never answer. They always talk around in circles. They always talk that legal talk. I can neither confirm nor deny. I can ask my lawyer, oh, Deontay Wilder's so crazy. He's this, he's that. It's always slander, bro. It's never, no, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? It's never, he's lying, I'm telling the truth. Because at the end of the day, whether it's arbitration, bro, whether it's mediation, whether it's court, if you standing on the truth, you ain't got shit to worry about, bro. If you didn't do something, whether it's in the streets, shit, or whether it's in this boxing game, if you didn't do something and you telling the truth gonna come out, bro. You ain't got to sit up here and talk in circles. You ain't got to sit up here and do this little legal thing.
I don't give a fuck what your trainer said. Straight up, dude. What the fuck is you talking about?
He talking to Drew. Him and Drew going back and forth in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking to man. I thought he was talking to us. I'm like,
everybody on 10, bro. Everybody on 10 right now, man. But
I'm the only peacemaker around this motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. But in all seriousness, bro, I just feel like with this whole situation and with Deontay Wilder too, I feel like, bro, if you have the proof, and Money alluded to it earlier, and I heard him say, like, if you really had that proof, let's just answer all the questions, bro. Like, put that shit out there, because it's my opinion too. Like, bro, I feel like you got cheated, but at the end of the day, it's still an opinion because everything is circumstantial, bro. If you got this smoking gun, if you have all of this stuff that you say you have proof of, bro, go ahead and put that shit out there. I think the only defense for him not putting it out there is because he's still holding out hope to try to make that fight, bro. And he knows that Tyson Fury is already in his feelings behind the shit and already trying to get out of the fight because of something that he said. And so if he really bring them to task, if he really expose their ass as cheaters, and he does have that proof, then the fight definitely not going to happen. So I think what I'm hoping for as a fan of Deontay Wilder and American boxing in general is that he does have that proof, and maybe he's waiting. If they can't make the fight in arbitration or they can't make the shit in mediation, maybe he will take the shit to court, and then that's when we'll get to see the proof. But until he does, I wish he would either not even respond to Mark Breland, because he should know what it is, bro. You fired him, you accused him of cheating, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for him to get work, and so he's gonna be bitter, bro. It's like anybody that you break up with. The person that get broke up with, shit, they're gonna be bitter.
Yeah. But
and that's just what it is. He said, yeah. Go ahead.
You know, you had cut out, so I thought
he shouldn't even be surprised, bro. It's not, like he said on the interview he did with 7A, like he said, I'm surprised, I'm shocked that he would do this. I'm not, bro, and he shouldn't be, because you let him go, bro. He's pissed off. He's gonna go slander your name. He's gonna go talk shit. You can't be surprised with that shit. You got to keep it trucking. And if you got that proof and that evidence that you say you got, shit, you need to go ahead and show that shit, bro. Because a lot of people are questioning you. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, I don't really know. If he had it, then why he ain't showed it? You know, it's been over a year. It happened last February. And so people are steady kind of like questioning you. And then you can get people to change their minds, and you can probably get more people to ride with you if you go ahead and show what you got, bro. And so that's what I would like to see from him, to be honest, to be honest with you, just because I want to be able to ride for him harder, bro. I want to be able to be like, nah, bro, this is what it is. But right now, people have stuff that they can come back with, and they always just lean on, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof? And we have nothing but circumstantial stuff to go off of. Well, Tyson Fury is a cheater in the past, or he did this, or I saw this on this picture, or you know, all the shit that's out there right now. Nothing that we can go to say, nah, bro, he really did spike his water, because Deontay Wilder showed us that motherfucking drug test.
Exactly.
He showed us this independent autopsy of the dent that shows that it had to be from this certain material or this certain weight or whatever.
I'll say autopsy, bro. Say because they going crazy on that autopsy shit. Over what's it called? The exam. I mean,
exam.
Exam, autopsy, whatever the case may be, bro. I'm not a medical doctor.
I know, but they going crazy. When they say the autopsy, you know, that's when the motherfucker dead. You go, they clown me. I don't need them clown you on the same shit. Now they got my boy 78. Look, now they got 86. Look at this dumb, ignorant motherfucker talking about an autopsy. You know how these motherfuckers.
I ain't worried about it, bro. Everything else I said is just facts. I ain't tripping on that. Argue with something else, but go ahead, bro. That's all I got on the topic,
right?
Bro.
I think they do got proof, right? I think Wilder got some. Whether it's the gloves or the water, he got some proof, because, and I'm gonna tell you why. What makes me really believe he got some proof, because of how Tyson Fury was moving. Now, I'm a,
you know, oh well, they try to come out and say, oh, he missed the date. It was on Wilder, right? The date was on Wilder. We had the date set. Wilder don't want to fight us, right? Second excuse is, you know, oh, he want to fight Wilder, but he don't want to wait for all this shit, because they talking about it's a mental game with him. It's good for his mental to get in easy fight. What's it called? He want a tune-up. Get him a tune-up. It's good for his mental, because he been doing all this training, this, that, and all that shit, right? Then he started coming out with the legal shit. Oh, I don't want to fight him because he disrespected my peoples. He's saying this, he's saying that, and all that shit, right? On top of Bob Arm talking about they don't want the fight to happen because there is no fans in there, and they know it's a big ass fight, and they know without fans they're gonna miss out on a whole lot of fucking money, a whole lot of money. You feel me? Then we got excuses now because the truth is, the motherfucker got caught cheating. He know he ain't gonna be able to get away with cheating no more. So now he want to go Anthony Joshua route. You feel me? Oh, okay, let's go Anthony Joshua route. It's a big payday as well. We don't know if Anthony Joshua hit as hard as Deontay Wilder because he said out his own mouth. This out of Tyson Fury mouth. Nobody can beat Deontay Wilder but him. He feel like Deontay Wilder beat everybody else besides him. And even with him, Deontay Wilder is the hardest puncher that he ever faced in his life. You know what I'm saying? So he know it's a possibility right there that Deontay Wilder can knock his ass out. You see what I'm saying? And this, I want to say this too, because a lot of people be like, oh, well, Deontay Wilder, he need to switch something. No, he can't beat Fury, this, that, and third. Well, I beg the difference, bro. I beg the difference. Because in the first fight, he dropped his ass how many times? 3 times? And knocked his ass out in the 12th, in my opinion. In my opinion. Like I tell other people, if you feel like Fury outboxed Wilder in the first fight, I'm not going to deny you that. All right, I give you that. If that's how you feel like he win, I will give you that. But I felt like Deontay Wilder knocked his ass out in the 12th round. You feel me? And Jack Reese gave him help. But when I look at Wilder, Fury knows that he can't take that punch. He knows it, bro. He knows it. And that's how I know he has something fishy with them gloves. The water situation, I'm still 50-50 on. You feel me? I don't know, bro. I don't know in that situation with Breland in that water shit. I don't know. But like I say, I'm riding with the champ. But I'm willing to take that lick, and I'm willing to stand up like a man and say, well, Mark Breland, I'm sorry. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He can't prove it. So, but I'm riding with the champ. But I'm still 50-50, like on the water situation. Like it's a possibility. It could have happened. It's a possibility it couldn't happen. That's something that we can't see. We can't see that shit. Only Wilder and Breland know that shit in God. You feel me? Wilder say he knows some bullshit in the game. He know he wasn't looking right. I will agree that he wasn't looking right early on in that fight. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's why I say I'm giving Breland the benefit of the doubt as well. You feel me? It's 50-50 to me. We have to find that shit out in court. That's something. But with Tyson Fury, I have proof for looking at them gloves out of my own eyes to say it was something fishy with them motherfucking gloves that was going on. And the way the fight that he fought, walking the Wilder, just like not worrying about what's coming back at him, that's some fishy shit. When in the first fight you didn't fight like that. And you didn't fight the other 2 fighters like that after Deontay Wilder. But all of a sudden, you just walked to Deontay Wilder, not worrying about what's coming back at your motherfucking ass. You ain't even worrying about the power. After you said it's the hardest punching motherfucker you ever faced. You see what I'm saying? But he got many excuses on not to fight Deontay Wilder now, and none of them motherfuckers add up. None of them add up. It's just a reason to get out of him because he know that he cheated in that
evidence.
Fight. Yeah,
they got evidence. I know they got evidence, dude. If you look at the way that Tyson Fury is moving, Wilder and them got evidence.
Exactly. And like the dude Drake said, you open yourself up for a lawsuit, and Tyson Fury tomorrow, I can sue him for $100 million. So if you can sue a motherfucker for $100 million for lying on you, why not?
You would have been in there.
Like I'm not even boxing no more. Fuck boxing. I got $100 million lawsuit with this motherfucker. Fuck boxing. You feel me? Fuck boxing. Yeah. But that's one thing we do know. He can't say that shit. He can't say that because he know he's a fucking cheater. He know he's a cheater. Like I say, and all I'm looking, even with Tunde motherfucking ass, even Tunde came out on the fight night last night with them and said that the video looked suspicious. And I wanted Black to ask that motherfucker, what about them gloves? That them gloves look suspicious. You see what I'm saying? And how they look, because they know that shit looks suspicious. But like I say, they from the UK, bro. They're going to try to get Mark Breland over there to get him to clear Tyson Fury name so that shit can happen. They didn't give a fuck about Mark Breland. And like I said, while I'm looking at Mark Breland shiesty, bro, you feel me? And like I say, I'm riding with Deontay Wilder. I'm letting y'all know that right now. So I'm going to take my lick. And if I got to take that lick, I'll take it as a real nigga. But I feel like the champ is telling the truth. I don't feel like he will come out and just speak on that shit, bro, without having no proof, not being ready for that shit, because you got to think about it, bro. We all are men. We all are human, right? We all are human. And we all know Wilder is famous as fuck. You famous. You big dogging out here, dog. Wilder, no matter if a motherfucker want, and I'm working with these stupid motherfuckers on if he's a Hall of Fame or not. But when you got that type of power that Wilder got, right? You think Wilder's willing to come out here and to risk his character, bro? The way he talk, like that dude talk with passion. He talk with respect. He talk with honor and integrity all the time. And he haven't showed us one thing to dishonor that check, bro. He haven't showed us one thing to dishonor that shit check. You got to really listen to him and look how he talking now, bro. That's why I say, even with Mark Breland, I don't think he wanted to throw Mark Breland on the bus. I don't think he wanted to bash Breland. You feel me? He didn't want, because he never said no bad shit. Just he feel like he did some shit where he threw in the towel, but he never disrespected him. He just said you did some shit that was against the code, and you know that shit. You know what it was.
Well,
what it is.
If he dealing with a disgruntled employee, you know, so you got to take the pros with the cons.
No doubt.
He think what he thought. He thought Mark Breland was going to throw him a birthday party after he fired him.
I'm not saying that.
Go ahead, man.
I'm not saying that he not saying that Mark ain't gonna come out and defend himself. Okay, come out and defend yourself. But in what ways are you defending yourself? You see what I'm saying? You defending yourself. Yeah, you defending yourself on discrediting Deontay Wilder's career, which I feel like is pure bullshit. Like I say, you help go down this Hall of Fame career. Like people can say what the fuck they want to say, bro. Deontay Wilder can quit boxing right now. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. Hands down, like 630. Nobody can question that shit. 10 title defenses, reigned for 5 years, 40 knockout. What was it? 39, 40 knockouts out of 40. You know, y'all know what I'm trying to say.
42 fights, yeah.
Yeah, 42 fights, 41 knockouts, bro. The hard hitting motherfucking boxing history right now today as we speak. That's a fact. Nobody can deny that.
And he's knocked down everybody he ever fought too, man.
Everybody. So you telling me, Mark Breland, you go through this whole career with Deontay Wilder that you helped build. Like I say, no matter what nobody want to say, you on the side of that history. You on the side of that. You feel me? You on the side of that because Wilder haven't had a fight since. You on the side of that. So you go down and you try to discredit the history of Deontay Wilder instead of defending yourself on the accusations that's been caused upon you. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to turn down something that we built. You did, because it still make you look good as well. Well, I took him to X amount of fights. We did this together. We did that together. That's history. You can't deny that. So why? Like I say, he could have put himself in a better position from that interview than what he did. He didn't do himself no justice, bro. He didn't do himself.
Yeah, he could have took the high road. That's what threw me off about him.
With the UK motherfuckers and what people that's going against Deontay Wilder, they gonna take that shit because they don't fuck with Wilder. They coming from a, like you say, Drake, you got to be open-minded about shit. They not open-minded to shit. Only thing they want to do is shit on Wilder and say this and say that, right? So when you look at the situation as a whole, bro, he didn't do himself no justice on what he was saying. They just looked like hate, like I say, disgruntled. But you could have stood up there as a man. Yeah, you could have stood up there as a man and say, look, man, I won't do this shit. Like your integrity as a man. He didn't do that to me. I didn't get that from him. You know what I'm saying? Like
people felt like it didn't come from a good space because Mark Breland painted himself in the corner. And so anything he said, it wasn't from a good space. If he had done it from another spot, another standpoint, if he had said, well, you know, Deontay wouldn't listen, he hard-headed, but we won 42 fights. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been received as better.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, Drico, like I said earlier, when you when your back is up against the wall and he feel the heat, you know what I'm saying? He can try to act like he ain't seen the gloves and he don't know nothing. He feel the
he lying, man.
Like I said, one thing is you lied about the fucking gloves, right?
Yeah.
You lied and said you ain't never seen the gloves. A year later, you still ain't seen them fucking gloves. So like I said, and then the lie about he don't jump rope and he don't hit the heavy bag. I showed you the video. You know what I'm saying? We debunked all of that. So when your back is up against the wall, right, with these other allegations, a man starts lying for no reason. That's what he was doing. He was lying. He was telling lies that wasn't even necessary.
Yeah.
He was going out of his way, right? He was going so far to try to slander Deontay Wilder's character, right?
That he went, it took him out of his own character because he tried to defame Deontay.
Right. Yeah,
that's
he
what
was
happened.
going so far to try to slander Deontay Wilder. The man started lying on him.
Yeah. And I think we all
lying on him. Now
I think
that makes me look at you like, okay, if you're capable of doing that, if you're going that far, now I'm starting to think. Now I'm looking like, damn, this man, like I said before, like I said earlier, damn. Right. This man was a crunk fighter, right? They got easy access to him. like my man Pac-Man ATL Tay say. He
And
said
look,
that. And also,
that's
they
part of
said
the Wilder count right there. Right here, Pac-Man Tay. Shouts out to Tay, right? But get on the next comment you said, Keith. The one where he said he had all the opportunities in the world to talk to Wilder. That's why I said
where at?
Right, is Tay next comment after this one? Right down there. He said that's bullshit. That nigga had every chance in the world. Deontay always listened to Mark, and that's what I was saying right there.
Oh yeah.
That was my whole
Exactly.
point.
But what did I say earlier? What did I say? I said it's two things, right? And one of the things I said he's either telling a flat out lie with all of the shit that he's saying about Wilder, right? And you hear Wilder's man, right? Wilder's brother, right? That's in his cap. He telling y'all. He said that's bullshit. He had every chance in the world, right? Deontay Wilder listened to Mark, right? Why with Wilder, right? Okay, so if Wilder was just so fucking high-headed and didn't want to listen to nothing that Wilder said, right? Why would he stay around all of that time, right? Why would he stay around Wilder all of that time? And then if Wilder didn't respect him and didn't listen to him, you think Wilder would have stayed with him throughout his whole career when he already had JDs? Come on now. Like, let's just think about some of this shit. Let's think about some of this shit.
It's been going on, Kay. It just hit the fan on that loss, I think. You know, that loss really defines the character in you, man. You know.
Well, you can't say that it was because of the loss, because like I said, you got to look at
well, that's what came to the head. That's when it came to the head. Yeah,
but see, you got to look at the character of the man, how Deontay Wilder always been. He don't look like a man to me, right? That would just, okay, well, I'm going to just accuse Mark Breland of some shit just because I lost.
Same rules apply. You can't go by the looks, though.
Come on, but see, this is the thing. I follow Wilder, right? I've met Wilder on several different occasions, right? I didn't interview Wilder. I know what type of character he has. He don't got that type of character. You know what I'm saying? Any, meeny, miny, mo. Out of everybody around me, I'm gonna just blame it on Mark Breland. Come on, he ain't built like that. Wilder ain't built like that. You know that. You know he ain't built like that. Come on, man. He ain't built like that. Tay said he say this shit started in the first fight when Mark walked off before the fight. Oh, hey, you hear what he said, right? Now, before Tay even came in here and said something about the first fight. What did I say earlier, Money? I said I did a video after the first fight. And Tay, if you listening, I did a video, right? I did a live after the first fight, and I talked about this earlier in the show, right? And y'all heard me. I said I did a live after the first fight when nobody was talking about it, and I said, and I was talking about Mark Breland. It didn't have nothing to do with his training methods, but I said that I wasn't feeling Mark Breland's energy because Mark Breland did an interview, right? After the first fight, he did an interview. I don't remember if it was on Boxing Voice or what it was on, right? And I said that. Yeah, I said that Mark Breland, his whole energy, it looked like he just wasn't for Wilder, you know, because they was asking him questions like, you know, hey, you know, don't you think Wilder got robbed because, you know, we felt that he won the first 3 rounds and went to 2 knockdowns.
Didn't he say Wilder wouldn't listen during that interview, though? Did you say he?
Well, this is what he said. He was like, his whole aura was off. He was just like, I don't know. You know, he didn't listen to what I was telling him to do. And they were like, but don't you feel that he still won the fight, you know, or he did enough? And they was trying to like, that's your man's, you know, basically that's your man's. Let us know, you know, because at that point in time, it was a big uproar on, like, you know, a lot of people was talking about that they felt Wilder won. Right. And then you had other people talking about Fury. You know, they felt Fury won. But if you go back, I can't remember what it was. His whole energy was just basically like he was more for Fury. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, ain't Wilder, yo, you know what I'm saying? Ain't Wilder, yo, you know, fighter. That's your fighter. You train him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Show him some type of love. And I did it, and like I said, I did the live. And at that point in time, I said, Wilder need to get rid of him. I said, Wilder need to get rid of him. I said, I ain't feeling Mark Breland. I said that shit way back then. Come full circle. Come full circle. Now it all makes sense. That's why I'm really on this shit, because when nobody was talking about that shit, I said it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it way back then. But you know.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
And then a couple of things, Key, to expound on that if I could, bro, real quick. Like, so when you coach somebody, when you coach a boxer, when you train a boxer, if you're supposed to blame yourself, or you're not supposed to throw him under the bus like that. You're not supposed to say, oh, he didn't listen to me or this and that. You're supposed to take the blame in any sport. That's any good leader, that's any coaching or whatever. You're supposed to say, hey, maybe we didn't go over that. I need to train him better to take heat off your fighter. That's the first thing. The second thing I say is that Mark Breland, in doing this interview and going in on Deontay Wilder like this, bro, like he's really kind of indicting himself, and he's really shitting on himself indirectly without even trying to. Like, if he don't listen to you as the trainer, that's your fault. If he's lazy and he's getting away with not doing the work that he's supposed to be doing, that's your fault as the coach, bro, and as the trainer. And so in trying to talk bad about him and trying to bring him down, you're actually bringing yourself down at the same time. And so that's what I don't understand about how he's moving and kind of how he's making these comments. Because, I mean, bro, do you not want to train again? Do you not want to ever work with other fighters again? Because if you do, you're going about this the entire wrong way. And as you said, back in that first fight, bro, I had this problem with Danny Garcia's daddy. I'm having this problem with Mark Breland. Like, these trainers, they want to blame the fighter when something goes wrong. They want to, like, take blame away. That's not a good look for me, because you're not supposed to move that way, bro. And so Mark Breland he's kind of hurting himself. This interview, I think, did more against him than it did for him. And that leads me to ask the question, okay, so if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to throw him under the bus like that and really hurt your own career, because now it's going to be hard for another fighter to work with you, then what's happening behind the scenes? What are you being told? What are you being promised? Why are you going behind other people and going to a totally different country to do interviews? Why not America? Like, everybody that's pro Fury, that's who you siding with, bro. When you was with Deontay Wilder for 10 years, you was training him for 10 years. Like, yeah, he fired you or whatever, but didn't he also pay a lot of bills for you, bro? Didn't he also basically, like, take care of you and whatever family members you have by paying you and employing you longer than people said he should have? Because people been calling for Deontay Wilder to get rid of Mark Breland for a long time before this, bro. Well before he finally fired him. And so he showed you some loyalty when people were like, look, bro, Deontay Wilder, he's showing me the same thing over and over again. He got great power, obviously. That right hand is dynamite. But I'm not really seeing improvement for him. He need to get with somebody else. People been saying that shit about him for years, bro. For years. And so I just don't understand the energy from Mark Breland's standpoint of, if you're going to do an interview, like y'all are saying, like, yeah, clear your name, bro, but bashing Deontay Wilder is not what's going to clear your name. Saying, no, I didn't do that. No, I would never do that. I didn't spike his water. I don't know why he would think that. I would never do that to any fighter that I'm training. Saying stuff like that is what will clear your name. Going out and just bashing somebody and slandering someone, that's not going to clear your name, bro. And that's why I'm not feeling Mark Breland on this one, because by all accounts, before this interview, everyone says he's a great guy. They say he's a stand-up dude. You know, he has a high level of integrity. But if that's the case, this interview was the exact opposite of that, bro. It showed a lack of integrity. It showed a lack of character. It showed a lack of self-awareness. It showed a lack of accountability, bro. And so that's what leads me to believe, bro, like, are you really what people are saying you are? Or are you this mad and you this bitter that you're willing to throw yourself under the bus just to get at Deontay Wilder? That's right. Why I question. That's why I'm like, bro, what's really going on with you, man? And that's kind of my thoughts to expound upon what you were saying, Key. I agree with everything you're saying, but that's how I'm looking at him right now. That's why I kind of give the side eye, bro.
But that's why I said too, people looking at an old man, and like I say, automatically your heart soften up if you're a real motherfucker. Like I say, when we look at our elderly, that's how you're supposed to feel. But like I said, until you have that conversation, and then you can walk away. Once again, you can walk away saying, boy, that's an old, mean, bitter motherfucker. And I see why they're in the position they in. Or you can walk away saying,
that goddamn old, though.
No. That ain't what I'm saying, okay? I'm saying right now, if you was to walk outside your door, you see an old man and an old woman, you gonna have a different feeling than you seeing a regular couple walking down the street. You go, oh, that's your elder. You're gonna have respect for things of that nature. So when you look at that, you're gonna feel a certain way until you have that conversation to really see what type of person that they really are, like you said with the character situation. Because your character is your character regardless. You feel me? If you a motherfucker, horny ass motherfucker in 25, you're gonna be a horny motherfucker when you're 17, but you're not gonna know that. Because I mean, when you're 75, because you be like, oh, that's just an old man. Until you had a conversation, you be like, oh boy, that's a freaky little old motherfucker, or that's a mean motherfucker, or that's a nice motherfucker. Your character still gonna be your character, especially if you got common sense in your head. Your ass ain't changing. You are who you are. You feel me? And that's why I say you gotta wait till you meet a motherfucker to really speak on some motherfucker. You feel me? That's what I was saying about Wilder. You can't really say Wilder this, that, and third until you meet the man and really have your own perception of the man. You feel me? So that's just how it is, bro.
Right. Yeah, I think I agree with everything. I agree with everything, man. I'm with money with KT. I agree, man. We just got to see about this water. That's why I jump out the boat at. You know, we got to see about this water, and if Wilder do have any evidence about the water, he shouldn't really talk about it now. You know what I mean? I can see Breland's point because he being accused of it, so I can see whether you confirm or deny it. You don't, but Wilder shouldn't talk about it unless he really got proof. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's got the proof, like Kay said, and he just throwing that out there like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just throw this bait out there because I got you. You know, maybe it is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
who knows?
Wilder, you feel what I'm saying? Wilder, he got proof because he not ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And he don't surround himself around a team of ignorant men. So when he did come out and say something, he said it because he know that he got proof. I mean, I'm sure they had been talking about this behind the scenes well before we knew anything about any of this shit. So you know they got proof. I know he got proof. Like I said, his character ain't like that. He not the type of character just go, oh well, you know, Mark Breland, you it. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And then
another thing, I think it had been imploding. And I think because Mark Breland is throwing him under the bus now, I think it's because of the comments that Mark Breland made back then that said, oh, he don't listen. He the man. He running his own show. I'm just here. So when he lost, that's why Mark Breland felt comfortable saying, oh, you lost because of you, because you don't listen. You don't do this. You don't do that in the third. You don't jump rope, which he probably do jump rope, but he probably don't do it every day. He probably hit the bag, but he probably won't. I don't duck hunt, but I can give you a video of me duck hunting if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You feel me?
Let me get this super chat.
Listen, every duck, ain't hitting not one duck.
Valentine. Shout out to Valentine. Shout out to Valentine in the super chat. He say, he says, state your innocence, saying no, I did. He says, saying no, I did. I did it. No, I didn't do it. Right? Has no legal binding, civil or criminal court. Yeah, he said basically he said state your innocence, saying no, I didn't do it. Has no legal binding in civil or criminal court. That's what he said. Shout out to,
it does.
The super chat.
Yes, it does though, because if you say I didn't do it, that and in civil court is totally different than regular court. Because if you say I didn't do it, and then you do know about it, and you found guilty, and you open yourself up for that lawsuit civilly. So by him not answering it at all, that doesn't open him up for anything. But thank you anyway, Valentine. Salute. Little education on that.
But yeah, they say, you know what I'm saying, Team Wilder say they got physical proof. They also got physical proof.
Wilder always came out admitted that he had proof. That's one reason why I'm riding with him. He always came out saying he got proof. He never denied that he didn't have proof. The thing what we said was, right, and I liked it that my guy said that, how the fuck is this dude putting private checks in there? But what I'm liking what my man said is, like, I think Wilder want that third fight. I really do. Because, like I say, Fury already acting like a bitch and running, right? He already acting like a bitch and running. You feel me? So if Wilder was to come, and I think Wilder go, like I say, when it all come full circle, I think he gonna put out everything, and I still think that motherfucker gonna have to go to court and pay for what the fuck he did. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, the universe gonna pay Fury back. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It ain't shit you can do in the universe that's fucked up and that's foul that he did, and you go get away with it. You feel me? Fury already a
Right.
fucked up individual. You see what I'm saying? He already fucked up in the mental. He already a fucked up individual. So he gonna get what he deserved, bro. The universe is gonna pay him back 10 times fold. That's a fact. And that ain't me
Right.
wishing bad on shit. It's just what it is, bro. You feel me? It's just what it
Yeah.
is. Negative energy get paid back with negative energy, bro.
Hold
Yeah.
on real quick, Money. Let me say something. Rap Star, I see you. I didn't bring you on, Rap Star, because it was way earlier in the show when I told you to come on. I'm finna get ready to wrap it up. That's why I didn't pull you on. But Money, is you doing your show tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing my show tonight. Yeah,
Okay.
so,
Money, let him know what time you doing your show, and then you can come on there and we can get it. Because I'm getting ready to wrap this show up. That's why I didn't bring you on.
yeah,
so
8 p.m. Central, wherever fuck he at. We ain't worrying about him right
so
now.
Rap Star, we gonna be on Money Brown TV tonight at 8 p.m. Central, right? We'll continue this over on Money Brown TV at 8 p.m. Central. And the reason I want you to get on is because, like I said, I seen you the other day, right? I think it was yesterday or Saturday. I can't remember. You was very disrespectful. You was talking a whole bunch of shit. You was being hella disrespectful. So
is that the motherfucker I seen on Punch shit talking about? He agree with Teofimo Lopez. Fuck Deontay Wilder acting like a bitch. That's him.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the same one. I seen that too. Yep.
Yeah, he sure will.
So that's why I said he gonna have to get on here and he gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, answer to that.
You damn sure welcome at 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah. Bring your Deontay Wilder. You know, he's bring your ass 8 o'clock. But at the end of the day, bro, I feel like Wilder want that third fight. But like I say, he Wilder go get what he deserve, bro. For motherfuckers to say that Wilder career is over, because a lot of motherfuckers running with this shit. A lot of these weak ass fans that don't know shit about boxing. Oh, he's over. He's this going to happen. He's not going to get these. Y'all got to understand, bro. Deontay Wilder is solid in America. I don't give a fuck. Like, I hated what Black told them. Black told Tyler yesterday that y'all up. They not up, bro. You feel me? Y'all got Fury. Y'all got Joshua. Y'all got the heavyweight scraps over there. Yeah, y'all got the heavyweight scrap. Y'all cheated to get one of them motherfuckers over there, right? Y'all cheated to get that shit over there.
Most definitely did.
Yeah, but they biggest payday is with Deontay Wilder. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They biggest payday is with Deontay Wilder, right? Even with them having to fight against each other, if America don't pay attention to that shit, they're not gonna do the numbers that they want to do. They not gonna do the numbers that they want to do. Over in the UK, they sell that shit for cheap. They sell that shit for cheap over there. And in every other country, even with we know how the streets go. They bring that shit from there to America. The money get made in America. You feel me? Just like the shows in the entertainment business, the money get made in America. I don't give a fuck if them Arabs want to buy that shit. Ask them how much would they pay for Deontay Wilder and Joshua, or Deontay Wilder and Fury 3. How much would the Arabs pay for that fight? And I bet you that shit double what they paid for Fury and Wilder, bro. It's just the facts. America versus UK is a big fucking fight, and it's going to always be a big fucking fight. But Wilder trying to get that big fight, bro. He wants that third fight, but it's gonna come down to a point where Wilder gonna say fuck him, and he gonna do what he want to do. I'm assuming. I don't know. You know, Wilder is his own man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But the man deserves his fucking third fight with Fury, bitch ass. Fury running like a bitch, right? That's what you should be calling a bitch, Rap Star. That's what you should be calling a bitch, motherfucker. But it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to, you know, what Wilder want to do, man. And like I say, I'm behind the champ 120%, bro. If we get found not guilty, and or some shit come out to where a nigga gotta take they licking, you feel me? I'm gonna take it like a man. I took many of them. You hear me? 7 bullets can't kill a nigga. That ain't gonna do it. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to what the fuck happened. But I'm riding with Wilder 120%, bro. You feel me? So we'll just see how this shit play out. Like you say, Drake, everything come full circle, bro. But remember this: the universe will pay Tyson Fury back, bro. The universe is gonna pay that motherfucker back, and that's how I feel on that.
Yeah, bro. Karma come back and get you every time. And just to kind of put it in the context for everybody, how big Wilder would be versus Fury versus the Fury and AJ thing, and why it's bigger for Wilder. He's the biggest heavyweight and the biggest star. It's 66 million people in the UK, bro. It's 380 million people in the USA, bro. Like we're bigger. We bring more money to boxing, and it's gonna be a bigger fight, and so that's why we should push for that. And honestly, bro, I said this before. We should just push for people to honor their word, bro. Like we need authenticity back. We need truthfulness back in boxing, and we need people to honor their word. Fury signed the contract. He said he would do a rematch with Wilder. That shit needs to be honored first and foremost before anything else can happen. If we want to stop this corruption and all this bullshit going on in boxing, bro.
Right. And man, I got to get ready to wrap this up. We've been on here cooking for 3 hours, man. I appreciate everybody on the panel. We're going to continue this. We're going to continue this over on Money Brown TV tonight, right? Money Brown TV. Y'all know where to find him at. We're going to continue this over there. Yeah, at 8 Central, right? Money at 8 Central,
sir.
right?
8 p.m. Central.
Yes, continue because in Rap Star, I want you to go. I want you to come to the panel on Money Brown TV tonight, and we're gonna continue it. Like I said, I couldn't pull you on because I need to go. Before we get up out of here, just give us your closing words. I'm gonna start with you. 86.
Yeah. So first and foremost, man, thank you for having me on the panel. Drico again, bro. No disrespect, nothing but love for you, man. You know, hope we can continue to chop it up and talk this boxing, bro. I'm already subscribed to you, so just want you to know again, bro. No disrespect from here. It's nothing but love from over here, bro. So again, rubbed you the wrong way. Just wanted to make sure I let you know, bro. I apologize for that, and I didn't mean no disrespect. Other than that, bro, on this Deontay Wilder thing and this this whole thing with Mark Breland, I'll just close in saying, bro, the truth is gonna come out. You got to watch how people move. And right now, Mark Breland is moving like he got something to hide. He's lying a lot. He's trying to throw people under the bus while Deontay Wilder is just saying what he feels is true. And he's saying he got the proof to back it up. And so while I'm going to ride with that until proven otherwise, but that's all I got, bro. I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer.
Right. Drico, man, give us your closing words before we get up out of here and let everybody know where to find you at, too.
Okay, once again, bro, I accept your apology, man. None taken. I just get, you know, certain words. Everybody got trigger words, and I accept that, bro. Salute, nothing but good luck from you from here on out. Now I feel like I know you, you family. My man them vouch for you, and you a man too. So hey, it is what it is, bro. Everything boxing. Salute to y'all, Money Beezy and K. They're my men. I call them the two-headed monsters. They good one. Y'all smash that like button, man. I know y'all gonna get that cat the be ready that UK dude, because they gonna give you the work, bro. So you step on their feet, you wipe your shoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
you can catch me and my man Kwame over at Loyal Boxing, man. Y'all subscribe, you know, share and like, and we get busy too, and we cook, man. And I appreciate these guys for letting me on here to cook, and also it's informational for me too. So I have a lot of homework to do myself and look at this, man, and open up myself to more. I was open, but now I know a lot of more avenues that I need to go down and take, man. And I expect nothing less from these two guys, Money Breezy and my man KT, man. They're my own personal nicknames, so don't be out there stealing, y'all. But I appreciate y'all again, and everybody in the chat. I might go off at time, man. I'm just a Brooklyn dude, man. I don't know no better. Y'all forgive me, man. But I love each and every one of y'all, man. Be safe and stay healthy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Money Brown, big money. Let him know.
Yeah, man. Much respect to both of my brothers, man. Knockout 86 Boxing TV.
Hold on, man. First of all, Rap Star, no, ain't nobody blocked nothing. Like I said, we got the panel right, 8 o'clock Central Time. You in the Central, because I know you. I think you in Dallas anyway now. You from the UK, but you in Dallas, right? You know where to find us. We gonna continue this. Come on over to Money Brown TV tonight and holler at us.
No doubt. He on deck. Yeah, he on deck. We ain't got to worry about him.
Okay, you got it. What's up,
bro?
Yeah, I think Money.
I'm heard. I appreciate that. Sister, she's asking something. But much love to everybody that was riding with me and my bro KT, man. Y'all continue to ride with us, bro. Like I say, shouts out to my brother Knockout 86 Boxing TV. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to him, man. Show some love. Like Drake said, make sure y'all subscribe to Everything Boxing. Sorry, not everything. What is it, Drake? Loyal to the Game Boxing, man, on YouTube.
Loyal to Game.
And follow their fucking Facebook page on Facebook if y'all know Facebook, man. Show some love. And I wanted Miss Lori Reed was in her as well. I want y'all to go follow. I keep forgetting her fucking Facebook, but I'm gonna drop the link for her as well, though. But we'll get to that over there on my page, man. But much love to y'all for riding with us, man. It's all good. What my man Tunde said some real shit last night as well. He said some of the best relationships came from misunderstandings. You feel me? So that's why I'm happy I cool both of these dudes out, because both of them great dudes, man. And you know, it's all love around these sports, especially with real dudes. We ain't letting that shit go no further than where it was at. So now they got understanding. They know who each other is, bro. Now hopefully we see Drake on Knockout and we see Knockout over on Loyal to the Game boxing. Because you know what I'm saying, shit is good to work with each other than apart, bro. But y'all follow me on Monty Brown TV. You feel me? Follow me on Instagram at Monty_the-writer. Y'all show up tonight at 8 p.m. We will be cooking another clown. You feel me? Because that's what Rap Star is, a fucking clown. You feel me? He gonna get proved why he's a clown tonight. Because I seen him. I'm with you, kid. I seen him say so much disrespectful shit. And you know, I do anything. And you know, Rap Star, rap. Yeah, we gonna wrap your ass up tonight. So make sure you have your ass there. Matter of fact, the show will be dedicated to your ass.
You said it in the UK, so whatever time that is, I don't give a damn. That's 8 o'clock Central in the US. So yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it was 5 a.m. He'll be up. He'd be up any other time. He'd be up
way y'all scared.
Yeah, so yeah, we gonna see who's scared. Bring your ass on. Bring your coach too. If you got your coach watching, bring his ass too.
Right.
But no doubt, kid, go ahead, Chloe, get us up out of here, bro.
Right. So everybody make sure that y'all hit that like button. Salute to all my brothers on the panel. You know, salute to everybody on the panel, man. Great show, great discussion, like it should be. You know, and salute to everybody in the chat that came through in the chat, even the haters, you know what I'm saying? Even the haters that come through just to, you know, punch the thumbs down button and leave, you know what I'm saying? Even y'all, for real. Salute to everybody. Much love. And y'all already know how we do. There you go, talking that boxing again. I'll watch reality
TV.
I'll watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? And we out, you know.